Do you want to do an intro, Mr. Borg?
What do I have to do? What does that entail?
Give the intro to the guest.
Make him do it. You need the intro, dude.
Well, we got ridiculed for so long about not incorporating the guest. Okay. And so now I figured,
I'll do whatever.
Why don't we have the guest lead and really do all the
any questions
heavy lifting?
for us too? Yeah,
yeah, guys. I've been writing stuff down for days. I've got a whole itinerary.
Okay, cool. Well, the name of the show is Forehead Fables Podcast.
Okay.
And we have no idea the episode. And,
can I guess? And if I'm right, then maybe I get the password.
It's like at 100 or something. It's around 100.
Is it around 100 now?
Yeah.
So it's past turtleneck and watch number.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So,
interesting.
Is that all I need to know for the
budget
intro?
has strangely gotten lower per episode, and so that's why the turtlenecks and chains haven't come into play that were promised.
What turtlenecks?
We were
just a false promise by a fake ass leader like 2 years ago. Yeah. I really wanted this watch. I'm now glad that we do not have these Versace watches, but it's just a watch that, he said, once we do like 50 episodes together, I'll get you guys these. We'll do it as a big team building. Like everyone gets a little thing.
A little watch, yeah.
And now now he's saying turtlenecks and chains. And now
it's cheaper. That's why they're a lot cheaper.
It's a little bit cheaper.
Chain,
and I remember exactly what I was doing when you were talking about this. I was preoccupied playing Tarkov.
Sure, whatever. You're like my mom on the phone. God damn.
Yep. I was playing reserve, and you were just like yapping in my ear about this goddamn Versace watch.
I think we were doing a podcast. You were playing Tarkov?
Wait, were you playing Tarkov mid-podcast?
A little bit of both.
I didn't know you were working and
I was double dipping. You can record and do podcasts at the same time. Did you know that, guys? You should do a stream, Charborg. You should.
I'm live right now.
Yeah. 2 birds, one
Run up
stone.
that stream. Brian, you do some work on the clock.
I'll play.
So,
you shop on the
fire up
sale.
some Dark and Darker.
Yeah, I'll go shopping. I'll buy some makeup. And
You promised him watches and you didn't get them. Is that what you're saying?
That's
basically the gist.
Wait. I'll extend an olive branch. Apparently, it's not till the first podcast of September, according to the Stalt.
Bingo.
You got until
according
September.
to Stalt. What do you mean according to
Stalt, the great timekeeper?
He every time we mention it, he fucking ats us and tells us the exact.
He knows all, dude.
Number.
He knows exactly what's going on behind the
And
scenes more than I
so
do.
many times I pinned it. I pinned it because he kept
It was like
forgetting.
a year ago. I'm getting it pushed back every goddamn time.
It was. First of all, it was more than a year ago. This was like 2 years ago.
It was
at this
2 years.
point.
Very little concept of time. I think we passed the margin a year ago. I think it's been overdue.
I mean,
so maybe we should get
I think
Cuban
we
chains now. Maybe we should get some Cuban link.
Cuban cigars. Oh,
I want them to dance. I want the
I think we have a
diamonds
guest
to be
right now,
dancing.
and I think we should focus on that.
yeah.
Sorry,
I think we
guys,
should
come on.
divert attention.
sorry, Borg.
I have no clue what you're
basically-
talking about.
I have guests on now, Charborg, not because of any interest in the guests, but just as a
Buffer.
as a buffer. It'd be like, guys, don't bring this up in front of the guests. Come on, we got
Yeah, so you can control the conversation a little.
Yeah.
Well, because every goddamn episode they're asking me about this
where's the
fucking
watches?
this watch
Where's the-
and this
Talking
turtleneck
about
or
his
whatever.
Yeah.
alcoholism.
Guys,
or
stop with the
his-
watch. I don't want to hear this.
Let's not
I'm the
talk about
guest.
this in front of
Dude,
Charborg. It's the guest, dude. He doesn't need to know about all this.
I'm sorry.
Do I get a
Just
watch?
saying.
Since I'm
Don't join
being
their
here all-
side,
Ask
you
him on the
motherfucker.
I'm not on anyone's side.
You don't join their side. You're on my
Sam.
side. You don't want the watches. You don't want the watches. You don't want the turtlenecks.
Cool.
I guess I'd have to
Yeah.
see
On 'em.
I'd have to see the watch first. What is this thing called?
It's kind of been lost by time. I think
Yeah,
the
it's
Amazon
this
link is
promise
gone.
was so long ago. They
Yeah.
don't even manufacture the watch anymore.
Yeah, but now we're on to
And the
chains.
brand, I don't even think the brand's around anymore.
Versace. Yes, right.
Scrambled.
Is that even
Never
a
heard of
thing?
that.
Yeah.
Verwachi is what it was called, I think.
Verwachi?
The Chinese ripoff.
Sam promised us Verwachi. Okay, dude. It's 200 yen, okay? That's the price you watch.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
Isn't yen Japanese?
I was just throwing out a currency, dude. I mean, you're really going to nitpick
Racist
me
as
on this
hell.
joke.
What the hell, dude?
Oh, I'm not even the one that said Chinese, okay, dude?
Oh, really? Okay.
It's getting hot in here.
You gotta turn that fire down back there.
Yeah, it does get hot in here. That's why I just put on this little flannel there.
I added a basket full of candles.
Didn't produce much. So this is episode
158.
158. Yeah. Somewhere around there. And we have our guest.
Hi, everybody. I'm Charborg.
All right, now do the rest of the
Welcome to the Forehead Fables podcast, episode 158. Today we'll be talking about a whole bunch of things that I came prepared with, starting with
Elvis movie.
Elvis the movie.
Let's
God,
just
I
redo
love
all
that
the
movie.
pregame talk.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
It's a creature that lives here.
Oh my god.
You got that at an estate sale as well.
Estate sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an old guy's dog.
It was the queen's. Yeah, she died. Yeah,
You found him eating her corpse.
What happened to those dogs?
Which dogs?
They buried
Queen's
her.
dogs,
They
I
buried
think
her
they got
with
shot
her.
into space. Yeah.
It was like they
Buried
did the
with her in
the pharaoh thing.
Yeah, Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Wow, I'm really on it today. Okay. I don't know why I just said there. Like I had a sentence to follow that. Let me back up.
So you just went to Vegas, right?
Yeah, I just
To
got
pregame.
back. Yeah, pregame Vegas. I wanted to check things out. We were down for Final Fantasy convention, and
FanCon.
yeah, something. It's called something. It's got a name, but
I watched that actually.
Yeah, because Sam barged
I'm
into
really-
a voice call. Me and him don't really give a shit about Final Fantasy, and Sam budged in, and we just started having an open conversation while like there was some people in our call
Steve
watching it.
Let me guess.
Yeah, it was like a room
Yeah.
full of people that were quiet. And I thought they were just, hanging out. And me and Brian were just being loud as shit, just like laughing back and forth. And there was some
Making fun of the
murmurs, and
street.
people were like, shh. Like,
dude, that's the worst when you're like 30 minutes into being an annoying prick and you don't even realize, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
yeah, it was just like 5 people sitting there trying to watch the stream with us yapping in the background. But and then I remarked, I said, wait, this is a real thing people care about? Like people will go to see this? And then you went there. What was how many people were there?
It was my fiance and her friend that wanted to go, and I tagged along. And I didn't buy a ticket, but dude, there was no security. I just walked in. I explored around. I saw some cosplays. It was really just a lot of people standing around in lines to do like nothing really. I've been to a few events, and this one didn't seem like a great one. I
like
don't think
TwitchCon.
it would be worth going
Yeah,
back.
it sounds like a TwitchCon.
Dude,
TwitchCon sucks.
TwitchCon at least has booths. Like this had nothing. It was like
toothless.
yeah, dude, there was nothing. It was like you go in and it was
freebies.
it was like you do these like they had like 6 different events you could do. Like you go and you push buttons on a wall and you like whatever, and then you get a little code you can scan, and once you get all of them, you get like a poster that's the size of like a computer sheet of paper.
Jesus.
And-
It's like a scavenger hunt for
Sort of, yeah.
enrichment. Oh man.
Yeah. People seemed really enriched when I was there. It was
you guys
pretty.
go to the casinos at all? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, she. I put in I think like $3 and turned that into 20, and she turned 60 into 30 or something like that. So not super negative, but yeah.
I'm still
Gambling
hanging
is
out
fun.
with you because that's better than I turned. I think $100 into 66 cents in about
Oh my god.
4 minutes.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah,
real
it's-
quick.
I don't really
It's
like
fun
it.
losing all that
What did you
money.
do? You bet it all
slots.
on 21.
Yeah, I was gonna say
okay.
I did that
Yeah.
last time too. Just like, oh yeah, everyone's having fun. I watched Wellen win like $800 in 10 minutes on slots.
It's good. Look at that
And
guy.
so-
He's just a
What does
lucky
that
dude.
have to do with it? Oh,
Yeah.
he's got the luck of the Irish because he
He's
looks
just
like a
a lucky
leprechaun.
guy. Like,
Really,
everything he
dude?
does works.
Okay.
It just works. He's got the Midas touch.
Of course, I did the like. Why the fuck would I then think it would work for me? I'm the unluckiest guy in the world. And I put it in, and it was beep beep beep. Without maybe 10 seconds, I lost $100, and that's about.
Yeah.
I every TwitchCon, everyone loves to gamble, and now we're in Vegas. I mean, it's gonna have to happen. A little.
Yeah, I'm not
Headquarters.
a big gambler, but I'm willing to lose a couple hundred. I'll do it.
For the joy.
I'm gonna pay off my whole trip.
Yeah.
Old
Me and
Vegas
Brian,
is the move.
we're gonna get on Red Dead Redemption 2 on the multiplayer. We're gonna play the
I-
poker tables in game.
You know what?
Until we learn how to play good, and then we'll go to Vegas.
That's a good idea.
Or hear me out. We should find some guy on YouTube that does he's like a dealer or something, and we should just get him on here and ask for tips how to game.
That's a really good idea.
I mean,
we're gonna go with 2 broken hands.
We get a ring man.
He's been kicked out of every casino and beaten up by the mafia, and he'll give us all of his tips.
Let's just get a Rain Man to bring along, and then we don't have to learn anything.
We just gotta follow what he does.
Money. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not that hard counting cards.
I'm sure there's a pretty like an autistic guy like that in the audience somewhere.
Yeah, dude, ask around.
Pretty hard fetch to find a guy like that
in this
you
audience.
Better watch your mouth. Yeah. Joking. Of course, there's 1,000 of them, dude. Might be amongst us right now. I have no idea.
Yeah, are you good at gambling? Do you have any game of choice?
Dude, I don't know how to gamble at all. I don't know blackjack. I don't know poker. I don't know anything. I put some
5 extra money, dude. That's something to show.
Yeah,
3 to 20. That's huge.
I put in. Yeah, I did those little slot machines.
This is not our Rain Man.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I can't help you.
Brian is not.
I'm not going to be able to help you.
Okay, never mind. It's double your money, dude. 3 to 60.
You basically tripled it.
God.
Oh yeah.
Just learned. Blackjack's that's the one I like now because me and all of them are so into it, and if you
it's
can
the
get
most fun
low,
one, I feel.
Yeah, you. It's the most kind of like a game, and if you get low buy-in. It's kind of fun. I've heard old Vegas area. It's cheap tables. But I remember the last place we went to was $50 minimum. And what's the fun in that? I guess it's
blowing all your money really quick.
That want to blow their money really quickly. But I played.
No,
once.
I want the opposite. I want to do like dollar bets.
Yeah, no, I think that's the old Vegas route. Is really cheap blackjack, really cheap everything. And then we
went to the slots and I had. They had the super cheap ones where you it costs 10 cents every roll or whatever. That's what I like. I don't like losing money. I kind of prefer to keep my money.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Investing.
Yeah, clip that stall. Put that on the clip. Hot take.
Controversial.
I'm the opposite. I'm going to blow as much money as possible at the most expensive high roller table I can go to.
Yeah, you should try to go bankrupt while you're there. I could help you do it.
That's the plan. Yeah. That's the plan. I want my kids being destitute later in life.
That'd be a cool video idea.
For nothing.
Call up your brother. Hey man, the house is sold. You gotta get out of there, dude.
I am putting up the deed right now on the table. I think I got this.
You might be homeless. We'll see.
Yeah. But I'm excited for Vegas, to be honest. I've never been to a place like that. Abby's not too happy I'm going, but
she's jealous as well.
She just wants her nose to bleed.
Something about her having to watch the kids or whatever while I'm gone. And then she found out that
it's work.
Yeah. That's what I said. I said it's work. It's like a work meeting.
It's gonna be hard.
She was but then I went on to say like a fucking idiot. I was at dinner with my in-laws and I was like, yeah, none of my friends actually bought tickets to TwitchCon because we went last time and it sucked. So this time it's in Vegas and we're all like, fuck, tickets to TwitchCon. I ain't going to that. I'm just gonna be going to the casinos and hanging out. The most fun
I didn't buy tickets.
Was going to the restaurants and stuff afterwards and hanging out, seeing all my colleagues or whatever. And she's like, so you're just going to party? Yeah. I know, it makes us seem like we're doing shit, like we're making moves.
You can write it off for taxes. Yeah, that's smart.
Bingo.
Networking counts, right?
Yeah, it's networking. I'm going to be passing out business cards and everything, so make room in your wallet. You're going to have 2 of those coming your way.
I do really think we should.
We're also going to record a video of you getting the card so we can send to Abby.
Also, the podcast.
I'll take a picture with it. Be like,
exactly, just for Abby, and sign it too, and then that way she knows it's business.
Yeah, dude, we should all get suits and make it look like as official as possible, like you're actually doing shit, like stage a bunch of photos.
A briefcase.
Oh yeah,
or Versace watches. Yeah, we should get some
real official looking, like real businessmen. I can buy a suitcase at the estate sale, so I can bring that, fill it to the brim with little cards, throw them out. I love the like you're cordially invited, do a little curtsy and give a little Fables card to people. It's be a good way to get guests. Everyone loves to be bugged at TwitchCon. Everyone loves to be prodded for content. So we could try to line up a year's worth of guests. But
yeah, you just get random people off the street from Vegas. I'm sure people would love to do that.
That's Elvis Presley over there. Holy shit, that guy. Elvis Presley in a wheelchair. Here you go, man.
And he's racist.
Podcast. Yeah. Get all sorts of
Vegas
crazy
is gonna be fun.
Spider-Man. Like, holy shit. Oh, my God.
I didn't see any Spider-Man, but yeah, I did see an Elvis. I'm looking forward this next time. I'm hoping to see a little bit more.
What, Sam, weren't you talking about how there's like gangs of women that like prod you for fucking pictures or something? But they have like
what I heard on the strip.
They have a salt circle where if they walk past it, they like burn and they can't leave.
Yeah.
Like you said some shit about that.
Well, I was okay. So I was like, I was very, like this is a new place, and I didn't want to get. I'm easily scammed. Okay, I don't want to say it's publicly on the podcast, but I'm easily scammed. Like if you walk up to me and are nice, you can convince me of anything almost.
I'm the same way.
And
he's not like that. He's lying, dude. You walk up to him and you're nice, he'll spit right in your fucking face.
Yes, that's the persona I want to have. Thank you, Poop.
Only if you're a
good
service
businessman.
worker.
Yeah. But because I got fleeced in New York City, I've told this story about that guy that's like, you need to buy these gummy bears to save kids with guns or whatever. And I was like, all right. I paid like $12 for Welch's gummy bears or something. And as soon as I walked away, Abby was like, "You're a fucking idiot. That guy is just obviously pocketing that money."
Yeah.
I mean, I gave 100 for that chocolate. I didn't get a bite of chocolate. You got
That's when I told that story. Yeah.
$12
but
to me.
So to prevent that kind of stuff, I looked it up online. I was like, "Is there what to watch out for?" Because it's the tourist trap in the U.S. It's like one of 3, and so I'm like. What's the things I got to watch out for? There's scams at each of these
women.
places. And a problem is,
there's telling you any hot women there, they're scammers.
Yeah. There's a woman that talks to you. She wants,
run.
Something.
Yeah.
And apparently there's an issue on the strip with ladies will be dressed up in front of their casino. And they'll take a picture with you, and then they immediately won't let you leave. They won't let you leave. They'll just demand that you stay there until you pay them for the picture.
Well, that's like a very. I mean,
so they ask you for a pic.
They ask you for. I thought
they
people
ask
just are
you
I
for a
get
pic.
a picture with this babe.
They're like, come get a picture, and then they demand that you pay them.
What they have,
Elvis
they
guy
have
was
an
doing.
operation zone. You can run away from them.
They also have little dudes busking or whatever, but they have a little circle that is placed down where it's like you can't leave your circle, dude. If you leave it, you're out of your jurisdiction.
Bracelets go off and they fucking get arrested.
And it's just, did you see any of that while you're there? Any little circles on the ground that people?
I didn't see the circle. I saw that's what the Elvis was doing though. The Elvis impersonator I was talking about. It was this little leather sunburnt Elvis guy in a rolling chair, like a little wheelchair.
Yeah.
And some guy was filming, just walking down, filming everything. And he filmed the little Elvis guy, the tiny little angry Elvis guy. And he exploded and he started calling him slurs and,
what kind of slurs? What words exactly?
Oh, well, you can, bleep this and just pretend that I said it. But it was, thank you.
There it is. There it is. Damn.
Some pretty slurry slurs.
The guy that took the picture, what did he look like?
He looked like a tourist.
Yeah.
Okay. And the guy was just calling him all sorts of names.
Shirt. Shorts, tropical shirt.
Hammer
by the strip right here.
Yep.
Strapped on.
He was smiling real big.
Oh yeah.
Wearing flip flops. Yeah, and apparently he got him on video, and the little Elvis guy wasn't too happy. I think it was the same sort of thing where he you
need to pay to get that.
I dress up. I got for money. Yeah. You're stealing the product.
Yeah.
It's an interesting.
Good strategy.
On Elvis's side.
Yeah, me too. I went. I gave him $50.
You yelled slurs too. You were
what is with that guy? I don't know.
Elvis is a goddamn national treasure. I'm not gonna disagree with him.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, that was Elvis over there. What were you talking like that to him for? Yeah, it was.
You know who the fuck that is?
You said he was in a wheelchair, or you said
little motorized
it was
scooter.
like a wheelchair. Oh, so he was in like a.
Like a
Elvis is in a fucking a little rascal.
What's that?
Like a little motorized, like gonna go
was at the grocery stores.
Yeah.
It was one of those. He might have stolen it from some grocery store. Yeah, but it was.
I thought you were talking about a Spanky or something. That kind of
that's what those are called, right? Little rascals. The little.
I never heard
That's just a southern thing.
Spanky, the whole group. Yeah.
I call it little wheelchair thing. I think that's a real term. Yeah, I
got what you meant when you said motorized wheelchair.
Thank you.
Sam has to get all semantics. Yeah,
yep.
Classic.
Well, there's like the Stephen Hawking
a little
one,
rascal from the grocery store. Of course.
Well, that kind of
goddamn little rascal.
Well, I didn't know like a little wheelchair. Like it could have been like one of those.
So you're saying like, oh, if it's this or this?
Yeah.
Yes, I was trying to see like, does he have like my grandma's wheelchair where it's like the little
joystick or quad
the
bike,
fucking Stephen
like,
Hawking knob, or if he has like the room like a crank and a hog. Yeah, there's a very big
no,
difference
it was a
there.
little tiny steering wheel.
Oh, okay. He's got a steering wheel. That's different,
bumper car.
dude.
That's cool.
That's way different.
Guys, I didn't get a good look at the Elvis. I mean, my memory could be failing me a bit here.
Oh my god!
Well, we might.
I just know he was rolling
I feel
around.
like Elvis yelling slurs in a wheelchair would be seared into my memory. There's no way I wouldn't pick up every detail.
I tried not to look at him. I didn't want him like asking me for money.
He's the person you avoid in public.
Yeah.
God willing, he's still alive when we are there, though, and we can get
we should track him down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna film him, see if he yells slurs at me.
Let's see what slurs he give us, dude.
And then you can tell me whether or not he switches them up.
Yeah,
if he has the same grab bag of slurs.
New material.
We can all film him, and is he gonna yell slurs at all of us? I don't think so.
Yeah. Say a little slur and go, huh. Like, what does he even do? Any Elvis mannerisms? Or?
No, there was none. Well, I mean, actually, I don't really know much about Elvis. I don't know. He could have been acting exactly like Elvis.
Yeah, I don't know.
Him thrusting in his chair.
What were his ankles doing? What were they?
They looked not functional.
Did he have the pompadour and everything, or was he
Elvis?
It was slicked back. It was
just slicked back.
The lower body. That's half of Elvis's appeal. I mean, I don't know. He's going to be a good Elvis impersonator without those moves.
He's doing his best.
Michael Jackson in an iron lung. Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I think we'll keep an eye out for him, see if we can track him down.
Probably hear him before you see him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my only little tip I got from Vegas was don't take pictures of people.
The real scams are inside the casinos. Okay, take that.
I think everybody knows that. I think everybody knows your money's kind of up for grabs
if a
when you
babe
fucking
asks
walk
you
in.
for a picture, be suspicious. Okay.
Well, I mean,
if a group of women go, I want a picture.
Women
want
to take pics. All right.
It's hard to tell sometimes.
Sometimes guys are just the type of dude
sure.
that women like to take pictures with, and I'm sorry you've never experienced that.
Can't go to Walmart without someone trying to some hot babe trying to take a photo with me.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's just
so
the life.
I gotta see.
That's the life of being on the internet. Maybe you'll experience it someday, Poop. Maybe.
Maybe Vegas.
Yeah, maybe Vegas, the city of dreams. Maybe anything can happen there.
Find someone to take a picture with you. It's exciting.
I'm gonna put that on my to-do list. Yeah.
Maybe we could get
the
you.
Place in the world to get a picture of someone. You just have to pay.
We should book you a little circle on the pavement.
That'd
and then
be cool.
you could be in there asking people if they want pictures and charge them. Yeah.
I'll be some sort of little
guys
Elvis.
can't
We'll
go to the
right in his
TwitchCon.
turf.
I got a busk or whatever.
Forehead Fables money.
Yeah, what do you even call that? I don't even know.
Take a picture of me. What the?
They rent out the little circles. Is that what you're saying?
I think it's like a turf thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they rent it out or if it's more like drug dealer type thing where it's like, this is my circle.
Yeah,
like,
I think they're territorial with with buskers where you play on someone's corner and they're this is my corner.
Yeah,
they've probably got their little Elvis area, their little
busking
little
seems a little
area.
bit more. Yeah. It sucks because you have to be, first of all, talented. Second of all, much more distant between the buskers, or else their rhythm's gonna fuck you up. If you
what
got
is
a guy,
busking? Is that
where the guy's playing trash can lids and shit in the subway?
It's more broad than that, but yeah.
Mostly,
you could probably play anything.
Couldn't you just be juggling and it'd be busking? It's just like asking for money, kind of, while doing a public little
talent.
Yeah, public. It's like a public talent show. And you put out a little case and people throw money. It's basically what streamers do, just online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that. We should
buskers.
run a circle.
Online busker.
That's how I always explain my job to people that don't, like, my family doesn't get it. Like, I'm like an online busker. And then
that's a really sad way to boil it down.
Well, my mom goes, no, my mom hates buskers. She's like, no, you're not. You don't put your shitty music in everyone's ears.
That's such a small town. That's such a small town mindset. I like those fucking buskers. Like, I get to go down to the grocery store and I don't deal with nobody playing a banjo
in our little
asking
hometown.
for money.
Yeah,
I did see one lady playing violin, and her kid was playing like Flappy Bird or something on the iPad. And it was like 120 degrees.
They saw Flappy Bird. You could sell that iPad for $1 million. You don't have to be busking all the time.
I should have let them know. I guess they had no idea.
Stupid kid. Why didn't you give me that iPad?
I've seen one busker in town, and it was this guy he had his kid with him, and he was dressed very nicely. He had like a suit on, and he had one of those acrylic violins. Have you ever seen one of those where it's like an electric violin?
I think so.
Oh, I've heard those. Oh my God. Yeah, that was on that cruise. That was the only musician just had an electric violin. She did covers of pop songs. It was the worst shit I've ever heard in my life. So.
This guy had a badass violin. It looked like it was from the future.
This one. Yeah, it was like glass or something. Very loud. They make them
this guy was
loud.
Playing, what was it, Ave Maria?
Oh, that's cool.
I would have given him a $50 bill.
He was fucking tearing it up, dude, to a parking lot that was empty. There was nobody there. And he was just out in front of a coffee shop, and he was doing so well.
Ave Maria,
dude. I was walking up to the coffee shop almost in tears. Like, it was incredible. It was so good. It reminded me of the Hitman Blood Money menu music. So, I was sitting there thinking about 47 dying, but then I remembered he doesn't die, and he actually gets up and kills everybody at the funeral.
And he shoots a little Elvis impersonator.
He shoots that guy in the wheelchair. Yeah. And I remembered that, and I said, damn, dude, that's touching. And I gave him a tip, but I was like, this fucking rocks. I made sure to say like a verbal thing to him because you could tell he was just demoralized out there with his kid. His kid was old enough where he was like, Dad, you're literally playing to nobody. This is embarrassing. You're really talented.
You have to walk like 50 feet across an empty parking lot too.
with money in his hand, like smiling.
And the wind takes it away right before you get to him. Oh, shit.
It honestly was a very long walk. It was a really long walk. Now that you mention it, I saw him from quite a distance. And I was walking up.
He sees you approach and he stands up a little taller.
Yeah. It's pretty.
You walked all the way over there and did not give him a tip, and then just walked back.
No, that's what other people were doing. They were walking by, and then they would go into the fucking coffee shop.
So he was in front of a coffee shop.
Yeah, he was just in front of a coffee shop.
Okay, that's better than just in the middle of a Walmart parking lot or something.
No. He was in front of a coffee shop, and the coffee shop had some people in it, but it was like everybody was just blowing past him to go in there, and he was just playing to nobody out there to like a parking lot with nobody.
They could probably hear him inside, even if they tried.
Yeah,
to
but they weren't tipping, dude. They weren't tipping because in order to see, of course, he doesn't have the thing open to ask for cash. Because nobody has fucking cash nowadays. He had his little Cash App thing in his Venmo up. But that's actually an interesting thing that I was thinking of earlier. Was I was driving to my mom's house and I passed by a dude with a little cardboard sign.
We take Cash App.
I think they're called homeless guys. Yeah. And he was like, any like money would help. Like God bless and everything. And I was like, how much do these guys? They have to make a considerably less money now than they did like in the 90s when people just had, oh, here's some money for my cup holder. Here's some, when was the last time you actually held a fucking bill in your hand? Like I don't ever have cash. Sales.
Yeah.
Really? You carry cash on you? Really?
Sometimes. Well, so here's
I haven't had cash
the reason why I like to have a couple dollars if I'm at the bars. And all of a sudden, that temptation of a drunk cig comes around. I always offer someone he was like, "Can I buy a cigarette for like $4?"
I think you're addicted.
Works every time.
I think you're fucking addicted.
It's called situational addiction.
Because you only smoke like, what would you say? Like a couple times a month?
Probably, yeah.
But all you talk about is buying the cigarettes next time you're at the bar. It's like
All
you
I
love
talk
it.
about,
It's
this
like
is literally relevant to having cash on
it
me.
is
That's why I
relevant.
have cash
But
on
the
me.
last 3 times we've talked, you're like,
That
man,
is
next
so
time I get to that
not
bar,
true.
man,
That's so hyperbolic. We've
you
talked.
get
We
that
talk about.
$5
you get a couple
cigarettes,
beers to me, I
things.
might go outside and buy that cigarette.
Yeah.
I don't. When
I think you look forward to buying the cigarette more than drinking the beer.
I am never going to deny that I love a drunk cigarette. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, sure, I'd love that right now, but I don't call Sam and say, God, you know what I'm looking forward to this weekend? Going and getting a drunk. I don't think I've ever said that one time in my life. That's that's a prop. You're a pussy, dude. Yeah.
Candy cigarettes, because I don't have a fucking problem. It's bubble gum.
Yeah.
You ate the whole thing?
Well,
Yeah.
you also. Ew.
You're supposed to unwrap it, I think, but the paper goes away.
I like the social aspect of it. You know, I like just talking to people outside a bar. If it's like too loud or something, you got there, you meet some new people. I get weirdly just like when I'm drunk. No, not handsy. Just very like. Did you say handsy or antsy?
I said antsy, like
Oh,
you
I think
cream in a
handsy.
cigarette.
Yeah, I
but
got
no,
there.
not
Get one
handsy.
beer in this guy.
Right.
He's looking for the nearest cigarette.
No, I just like talking to people outside bars, like cretins and stuff and such.
Wait, I swear to God, like a podcast or two ago, you were talking about how you were like getting the itch. Like you were like, I almost
Yeah.
let this
I am
gross
not-
ass
I have
whore
not
stay over for
literally-
What's
a
funny is he
cigarette.
I'm
acts like
not
this is an
denying-
accusatory thing. I feel like I'm
They're like,
regurgitating
oh, you are
information I got
completely-
from
you're
him back in his own
completely
face.
misconveying what you. I'm accusatory about the last 3 times we've talked. I'm not gonna deny that. Every time I drink a beer, I go, God, a cigarette sounds. I'm absolutely addicted. I just have the willpower to not buy them.
He's controlling
when
it,
I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
on my own. I want to.
But you are
Of
hooked.
course, I want to. Yes, I'm hooked, but I'm not acting on it constantly.
You were like the most defensive man for a guy that just confirmed everything my initial accusation was.
That's not what you accused me of. You accused me of we talked 3 times
Yeah, I'm
this
craving one
week,
right now.
and I talked to you. It was just a weird conversation point for me to bring up. If you bring it up, I'll talk about it. You know, for hours, maybe days. I could talk about how bad I want a cigarette. But I'm not
All right.
ordering them
All
right
right,
now.
yeah.
That would have been a
you
good thing
convinced
to
me
order.
you don't have a problem, all right?
That is not what I was denying at all. How many beers you drink a day, buddy? Huh? What kind of problems you want to talk about? You passed
Dude, don't
me up
even fucking
twofold in alcoholism.
don't even get me under the microscope, all right? I don't think I can.
Oh, Abby made me a
I
little
don't wanna- I
cocktail
wanna look at
special
myself,
this
all right?
morning. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
shut the hell up and eat your gum. Sorry you had to hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we
for a
fight
long
over
time.
it. Do you have any dark secrets you don't want anybody to know, Charborg?
Let me think.
That we can then turn around and use against you in
We'd
future
like to
conversations?
get into the hard drug space of secrets, so if you have any of those.
Yeah, you got
Any addictions?
I'll think about it. I mean, no addictions come to mind immediately. I do smoke weed on occasion, but
Drug
kill me, I guess.
drug
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I could all.
Sick of me.
God, some weed would also be awesome right now. I'm out of all my vices currently, so I'm just like I've been a sober guy this week, just having to like eat and drink water, and it's so boring.
I found this
That's all it is.
YouTube
Oh,
channel
life
where this
is-
guy just smokes cigarettes and talks about them, and it's so cool.
I think
Wait, just
I
reviews
know
them?
exactly. Is he the like younger guy that's always? Someone asked me like, if there was a button that you could press and it'd remove your nicotine addiction, would you press it? No, I wouldn't, because I love
This guy-
cigarettes. I wonder if it's the same guy.
I'll try to find him. It's so goofy. He just goes around and he's like, "Today I'm smoking a cigarette dipped in beer," and he goes out to the park and he's like, "Today we're smoking on this Japanese whatever."
God, I wish I were him.
Yeah, I give that guy big props because usually people find a brand they like and then they
Stick to it.
just
forever.
stick to it. But like someone that's kind of a like just smokes whatever and tries to get different packs, that's more of like a connoisseur of cigarettes.
Yeah, this guy, he's interesting. I don't know if connoisseur is the first thing that comes to mind, but
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
not like
collector.
a cigarette expert.
Yeah.
he might be an expert.
Sounds like
He
a
just-
cigarette expert.
Yeah, you described him as some sort of like cigarette guru.
Yeah, like a
Guru.
You guys,
cigarette critic.
here's some titles: day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park at 2 p.m. I dipped a cigarette in cognac and smoked it to cure my hangover.
Awesome.
I dipped a cigarette in Monster and smoked it.
In Monster? All right, I know exactly what this guy looks like. Hold on.
Yeah, he just dips cigarettes in things and smokes them in different places.
Cigarette and Monster energy drink. Yeah, that's like the first thing that popped up. Is that one? Okay, yeah, this is.
We post them in the podcast group. Sam.
His name Jacob fucking Jones.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh yeah. Hold on,
I smoked a cigarette, but exhaled every hit through a harmonica.
Oh, I smoked a cigarette through a recorder once, and I think I might have given myself like further cancer, deeper plastics cancer when I did that.
What?
You ever light it backwards and wonder why there's like a small fire, like form? Light the filter on fire.
There we go. It's in the chat.
Okay, let me see.
I love how his most viewed video is how to smoke a cigarette, full tutorial.
Yeah,
this is who I was thinking. This guy's on TikTok.
Aspiring cigarette smokers can watch that.
Yeah.
And then at the start, he's got that disclaimer like, "Don't smoke, guys. I don't want you to smoke." But here's how you would do it.
Doing a lot of work to make cigarettes seem more cool and casual. So
yeah, they're really cool.
That. You smoke, or was that a candy cigarette by you?
Me?
Yeah,
that was a.
This is real.
Oh my god!
I've been smoking on this thing since this morning.
I was gonna say that's you really put. The worst part about them, I'm at the bar. It's like, hey, can I get one of those? 10 seconds, it's completely fucking destroyed. It's to the bone. And then I'm like, well, I don't really want to ask this person because I know people have cigarettes are like. Eventually, I'm gonna get in a fight or something. Be real casual about it. Maybe
you should ask him for a hit of his. Can I hit that?
Cigarette people are so fucking nice. Like they're always, like, here, I don't have any. Even if they're on their last, they're like, I don't have any more. You can just finish this one. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not gonna.
Just blow some smoke in my mouth.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. Put it right here. Yeah, I don't know. I do not. I'm gonna make my family so my entire childhood they'd be like, promise me, you'll never smoke cigarettes. I was a nerd though, so I didn't realize how cool they were after a couple beers, and now I've been awoken. So
super cool.
If you're a kid watching this podcast, don't count them out yet. Okay, grow up a little bit. Let your
consider it
cool.
Yeah, consider it.
Dude, they were almost completely tamped out, and then Mad Men came out and made them fucking
and everything
badass again. Yeah.
Yeah, the e-cigarettes, and now everyone's like, those e-cigs are worse or something.
My freshman year of college was so nuts. I mean, now I think it's in elementaries and junior highs and stuff, people with their little elf bars. And they taste good. I get it, but it's not cool, kids.
Well, my daughter started going to elementary school, and I have to go pilfering through her backpack to make sure she's not bringing.
In case she's got like a jewel,
vapes and guns.
We don't know, man. Crack pipe in there.
She's in a public school. All right,
a revolver.
I would go looking for a stash. I'd be like, where the fuck are you keeping all this shit, dude? You got like 4 things in your room, all right?
You should tear a room apart every day after school.
That would be funny to see the transition from like unicorn stuffed animal to crack pipe. Yeah. Like, where do you hide that shit in that room? She has such a kid room.
You should start giving me lockdown.
Good podcast. Try to do crack.
So sorry.
Oh yeah, we should start. Yeah, we should. I feel like that's a good thing I should pick up as a 32-year-old man.
Well, I either want a turtleneck or a little bit of crack. Whichever one you can get your hands on quicker.
You guys get your Versace watches. I'll buy them for you. I'll get you your turtlenecks. Okay. But I'm going crack pipe, all right? That's what I'm spending my money on. I'm getting whatever it costs to get you your Versace watches, I'm spending the same amount on some crack rocks.
Wow, that's a lot of crack rock.
I think that would be like a whole palm full, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, we know a lot about crack. Probably about two doves worth of crack on that one.
I don't even know what crack looks like. I'm sure it's so cool looking.
It looks like a stinky little rock. I don't know. I've seen a Nicolas Cage movie where he smokes crack and it gets really close to it and it looks like a stinky little rock.
Like cheese, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like a little crumble of blue cheese or something.
Smoking crack looks as cool as a cigarette, really.
Nicolas Cage makes it look awesome in that movie.
Yeah, we should do it. I'm telling you.
They go like, oh, and they just pass out. So
like that Breaking Bad scene where he floats up to the ceiling like this.
Yeah.
I bet we'd feel like that. No, he does heroin, doesn't he?
That's heroin. That's heroin. That's crazy.
Yeah, that wasn't crack
really
at all.
Good. If you're watching this and you don't count it, don't ruin it.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah,
guys.
There's some drugs that maybe you should
alcohol
probably
and weed
into.
are fine. You should do those because you will be
every day.
You won't
You
be
have
as cool.
to. Yeah.
But some of them just say no.
Yeah, what's funny about heroin is I've heard like there's not a single person that's taken it that's like that's not worth taking. Like everybody's like it is incredible. Don't take
life
it.
ruining.
It's life ruining. Nothing is as good
Also,
as the heroin high.
I'm sorry. It's meth in Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah.
Nobody does heroin.
Jesse
His
gets hooked
Jesse's
on heroin,
girlfriend,
Girlfriend starts doing heroin.
They were making meth
cool
that whole
to
time?
mix those.
Yeah.
Not
They're
crack.
making candy.
Yeah, I thought it was.
They're making rock candy. What the hell is this show about? Oh my god.
I need to give it another watch.
Yeah, I would do I think it's a classic. Like you get too old, probably try some crazy drugs. I mean, you've earned it at that point. There's not a lot to look forward to. You're on your deathbed. I mean, you might as well just do some heroin or something, do some meth.
Just a little.
Yeah,
Just to
right.
get like another
Good way to go.
oomph of power. It's like, do you want to be doing Viagra, banging hookers, or do you want to do a little bit of heroin? And you know your heart's gonna pop probably either way.
I want to try opium. Have you ever seen
Opium.
Once Upon a Time in America? There's these scenes with they had like these opium dens back then, and they would just sit back, and this little Chinese guy would come over, and he would put the pipe in your mouth. It was full service. You just lounge back on these pillars.
That sounds awesome.
They would come poke the pipe in your mouth. They would light it up, and then you would just drift away into nothingness. And it just seems like it was just complete
Isn't
bliss.
heroin an opiate?
It's an opioid.
Yeah, it's like the same shit basically, but you're smoking
I
it
just
out.
Googled it. So
And
when I
then you
said
don't-
isn't,
and I'm scared
I
of
knew.
needles.
I was just trying to pose it.
So
Why didn't they
this is
stick
smarter
with opium instead of heroin? Seems like it's so.
Grody.
You have to have the fucking needle. You got to do the little spoon.
They're more
Bodybuilders do
concentrated,
it.
like
Yeah.
extra.
I've never seen somebody like light the spoon and it not look a little grody.
Yeah.
I feel like smoking it would be the way to go.
Yeah, you got to get a new one every time.
Yeah, God
That way,
forbid.
because they're always
Well, that's
so
if
gross
you're
looking.
rich enough.
Or
yeah.
just like lick the spoon.
Yeah, I
clean
feel
it
like
off.
it's a good use.
Here comes the heroin. Yeah, that'd be cool. It would do something to you if you boiled that up and drank it. I mean,
Sure it
surely.
would.
I don't know
Like
if it would.
cough medicine.
I don't know what would happen. I don't think it would get in your blood as much, but
Yeah.
I just don't know enough about drugs. I think
Yeah,
maybe I
well,
should
yeah, I
start
wish I was
learning.
We
more
need to get a
knowledgeable.
real junkie on here to
I've
explain.
had a
Yeah,
lot
heroin
of
addicts.
family members like overdose and stuff. I should. Oh, most of them are dead. Never mind. I was gonna
Yeah.
say we could ask them.
I
but-
knew a pretty big heroin. He's dead. But
God.
the problem is they clean up, and then when they go to relapse, they're like, I could use as much as I used last time. No, man, no, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
takes
it's like
them
me
out
with
every time.
weed when I get off of it for a little bit because I run out.
Yeah.
And then my friend goes, "Here, hit this, man." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a big chiefer." And then this happened like just the other day.
You're crying in the shower.
You're in a fucking
Yeah,
fight or
well,
flight
then
scenario.
I had to get an Uber for like 20 minutes. And my Uber
horrifying.
driver, I was like, I wonder if I'm normally, chatting it up. I'm like, I wonder if this guy will make light of the fact that like 10 minutes ago, I called an Uber and it was him. And then I immediately canceled it because my friend's like, "Do you want to smoke?" So then I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I called it one again, it was the same guy. And I was wondering, I'll tell him a little joke. Like, I did drink a couple more beers. And as soon as I got in the Uber, I'm blasted. And he's like, "Oh, so why'd you cancel before?" Like, very kind of serious.
He was on his way, dude. You
I
ruined that
did it
guy's
within like 10
afternoon.
seconds. He's like, and I said, I just was getting a couple more beers in with the friends. You know how it is, out of towners or so. I'm just like freaking out. And he's like, "Oh yeah, a couple more beers with the guys." Yeah, I'm like, this guy's gonna fucking kill me or something. And then we had just a kind of middling 20-minute conversation where every once in a while I'd say, he'd be like, "Oh, you like that restaurant?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And he'd go completely quiet. And then 5 seconds later, he'd be like, yeah, that place is good, huh? I'm like, is this guy just weird, or am I just blasted, or is he going to kill me? And then eventually dropped me off. And by the end of it, we were pretty close.
Best friends.
We knew a lot about each other.
Oh. What restaurants you guys liked and all that?
We both
Yeah,
like
you can call him if you ever need a cigarette.
Canes. Yeah, we both, yeah. Yeah, he did not I was so worried too because I'm like, you don't smoke in a while, you can start to actually smell it. And as soon as I left the house, I'm like, okay, I just reek. And I just get in this guy's like Tesla or something. Oh, he'll think it's funny.
Probably immediately pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was just pretty awkward too. And I think I fucked with him because, you can set conversation preference. I put quiet preference and then I just talk to him the entire time.
Wait, you can do that on Uber? Like,
yeah, you can.
I don't live in a big enough town where like Ubering is like really popular unless you're down in the college area.
Okay.
But
so you could definitely Uber there.
I have a car, but I mean,
I have a car too. That's not when you Uber.
I think if I called an Uber, I think it would take forever for them to get here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like I'm in like a suburban area. Like it would be weird for an Uber to be riding around over here.
You can preference it though.
You can set a preference for like
you can set a preference for temperature.
Can they set a preference for their?
You can say you want it hot as fuck.
Yeah, as a driver, I'm not that much.
No,
they.
Oh,
that's not fair. That's
maybe
that would be funny if they.
I want to talk.
I just never pressed that before because it feels rude to be like, I don't want to talk. And then this time I pressed it, and then immediately
what are you, royalty? You're already having a person show up and drive you someplace.
Don't talk to me.
And I want it cold as ice. And I'm
it's always such a novelty for me to like. If I'm getting in an Uber, I'm on vacation somewhere, and I'm always just yapping in the guy's fucking ear. I never even thought that people would want to sit in the back and like not.
I think they prefer you to sit in the back a lot of times.
No, not sit in the back, but like just not talk. You know.
Oh.
And the whole time I'm there, I'm just like, just talking to them. And they probably deal with that shit all the time. Yeah, I should probably shut up. I should probably sit down and shut up and learn something.
You should Uber for fun, just recreationally around your town.
I should, I
should, buddy. Come on, let's have a good conversation.
I might Uber tomorrow. Just as a little
disregard their preference too.
I'll take the long way.
Yep.
Make sure we get some quality time.
Take me on a fucking. I'll set a path on the app and just take me on a little pleasure cruise around the town.
Yeah, treat it like
you have to set a
something.
destination, don't you? You can't do like the long route. I can't just set like
you have to set a destination. When I Ubered in Austin once, and there was we said like we wanted to see the bats on like that bridge or whatever, and we set the destination on the like middle of the bridge, but we didn't realize that they were gonna like stop there. We figured it would be like, oh yeah, wherever's safe to pull in. They stopped on the middle of this fucking bridge, dude, and like in the like cars driving fast and like having to swerve and like honk and all this stuff. We're like, what the fuck are you doing? And we get out, and this lady was like, why did you do that? That was stupid. And we're like, what do you mean? I didn't do that. That was my Uber driver. It was crazy.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, I felt insane.
There was definitely people trying to stop and get out, like on the Golden Gate Bridge when I went there. They were like halfway down, which the Golden Gate Bridge was built in like the 1920s or something. So it's like the narrowest. It was made for the cars back then, super narrow. And there's people with like trucks and shit now that are like, it's tight. And people are just cruising through there. And there's some people that are obviously like holding a hand and a camera outside the window. And they're like getting down to like 10 miles per hour trying to take a photo. It's like, just fucking go, dude. You get a better photo once you're past it.
Yeah, you get a better picture of the bridge, not from the bridge.
Yeah.
You idiot.
That's why if you're ever in New York City, go to Ellis Island and don't go to Liberty Island. While you're at Ellis Island, you'll see Liberty Island from, like, you'll be right there.
But like,
what if I want a picture of Ellis Island?
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that. Well, on the barge, you get a picture of Ellis Island going up to it. But I can assure you, going to the Statue of Liberty and just standing under its big, sexy feet and looking up isn't as cool as you would think.
How big is the Statue of Liberty?
It's big, but they cheat by putting it up on a really tall pedestal.
Can you upskirt it? Or?
Does
it have a penis?
She's kind of a prude. She wears a long ass drape, dude. That thing's.
Can you lift it up, or is it too heavy?
It's made out of copper. Can't do it. But you see her little piggies sticking out from under her. She's got some big ass toes.
She's got sandals on her. She barefoot.
Yep. No, she's got little sandals on.
Yeah, I'm looking at images. This is not nearly as impressive.
I know. Yeah, I thought it would be. Well, it's a gift. We can't shit on it.
We can. I think we can.
French.
And I probably will.
They were more free with their bodies. I thought they'd have some fat tits or something. Yeah. Like a foreign French film.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, they were I guess they knew their audience.
Yeah,
there's some fucking sandals on it. They're a long
bunch
dress.
of Protestants over here. They're like,
half of it's a pedestal. That's
what
insane.
if they gave us a statue of just a bare chick with her
just
huge tits?
Yeah.
A whore with a book.
And a huge bush.
Send them a whore with a book.
You can't send it back. It's a gift.
That would be awesome.
She's got like 2 lightsabers. It's so cool.
Yeah.
She's fighting the devil. Like, we'd have to take that. I mean, what are we going to do? Send that
Can't
back?
say no.
Yeah.
That's rude.
You can climb inside her. Just like awesome.
What's fucked up is like people get mad that they don't make statues and buildings like they used to, but then modern stuff is like, you know, like sleek and it has no character in that same sense. Why don't we make stuff like that style but with modern sensibilities, like, you know, like a statue of a giant lady with lightsabers or something?
Yeah.
Or a lady fighting Super Devil on a chopper.
Well,
or something. How cool is that?
I do need to get into this now really quick because I'm a fan of it conceptually. Did you see the big orb, Charborg, when you were in Vegas?
Oh, yeah, I got a picture of that orb. I'll send it.
What?
Yeah, you guys are gonna love this.
Was it grand?
Oh my goodness, it was off most of the time that I was there. It was, yeah.
They turned the orb off?
I mean, I probably during the night it was on, but I wasn't around that area during the night. When we were flying in, they had it looking like, I think it was like a jack-o'-lantern, but it was hard to see from the angle.
Yeah, jack-o'-lantern.
That's early?
That. Yeah, it's
I
early.
guess
It's
so.
only August. Our hotel's near it, and I will go crazy if we've got a
it's
window.
really cool though.
We're gonna spend half the time looking out that window, just staring
at that orb.
Yeah,
I think it'll be open by the time. I think it opens right before we get there too. I don't know.
It's not open now.
Well, it was open.
There's you can go inside of it, which I didn't even know.
I thought it was. I thought when the outside turned on, the inside was.
No, I think the outside was just a little bit of a like, check this out. Like, look at this.
Oh,
maybe
guys,
Google
I was
that
wrong.
And find our place so you can buy
were
tickets
wrong
for what's gonna happen.
It's on in this pic. How do I get this
shit.
pic in here? You guys are gonna love this. This shit looks so cool.
Wait, how do we see a pic?
Option, present, and then like show it or something.
Just send it to me.
How we can't figure it out, but that old ass guy.
Yeah,
here we go.
Got this shit easy.
Yeah, Reed knew it.
Yeah.
He knew it.
Wait, I can do this. I can do this.
I don't see it.
I got it. I
Sam
sent
got
it to
it.
you. I sent it to you. Oh yeah, you could do it like that.
Oh, it's like a big marble.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah,
It's a marble color scheme.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty badass.
You look amazed and bewildered by it. You're
Yeah,
just
what
in
the
awe.
I
of it.
couldn't believe it.
You look like a caveman just saw a big marble.
It caught me completely off guard.
I can't wait to get oh my god, never mind. I can't remember what they're called. It's a soy jack in front of it. I'm gonna do an awesome new pose.
That would be the perfect like area to do it too. Yeah.
If someone takes a picture of me soy jacking, they have to give me money.
Yeah, that should be your thing. You get one of those circles and you go soy jack in front of people.
I'll just get a big ass hula hoop and just, if you're anywhere in my sphere of influence.
Wait. If you were in a circle and you're selling soy jack pictures, would you be the guy going, or would people go like that and point at you? Like which one?
No, they can join in. They could be the other guys.
Oh, they could be. What are you pointing at? The big marble or
the orb?
Whoever's passing by.
Little Elvis.
They can pick.
Whatever
They
catches
can.
our eye.
Yeah, you pick, dude. I'll soy jack it. I don't give a
I'll
fuck.
soy jack you. I'll point you, dude. Just get in the circle.
Soy jack anything, man. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Anything for $1.
You think I can't point? Make a funny face? I bet you $100 I can. That'd be the biggest scam racket in all of Vegas.
Yeah.
Dude, Vegas rocks because like that's the only place I can think of where you can make money doing dumb shit like that. Like, just being like, you just want to take a photo with me, like, give me $20 or whatever.
That shit in like Times Square and stuff. But I feel like it's on a much smaller
that's
scale.
A huge tourist trap area though. That was one of my. That's what I was thinking. Like
that's where you got your gummy bears.
Yeah.
No, I got that at Battery Park. I got scammed at Battery
gummy bears.
Park. Yeah.
Were they gourmet or something? They might have been worth it.
They were Welch's.
He was.
Welch's grape, their little fruit snacks are not.
That's what it was. The Welch's fruit snacks.
Dude, those are worth in a pinch.
Yeah,
I'd give $8 for a little bag of those.
I ate those on that barge, and I was happy. And Abby was like, "You got fucking
completely
robbed."
full.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on it?
It was like 10 or 12 bucks or something.
Oh wow, fucking rich guy spent $10 on a fruit snack. His wife's gonna hate him now.
Yeah,
You ruined our vacation, Sam. With your rampant spending.
At the time, I thought it was good, but yeah,
How many
It's the
gummy
New York
bears was in it?
prices.
Like what size?
Everything's more expensive there.
it was honestly,
what's
it
the
was like
banana
one of
cost?
the big bags that he got at like a CVS.
Okay, it wasn't like one that you packed for your kids.
It was
lunch.
honestly like not
What the hell?
that.
This is not sounding-
You know what? This was in like 2000
individual.
and this was in like 2015 maybe. But like, you know, adjusting for inflation, it's probably $10 if you go buy it at the store. To be honest, I think I was just.
I don't know.
I think
you just paid
win
market
in this
price.
situation.
I think I paid future market
You
price.
paid a delivery fee, is
Yep.
all.
Oh wait, sorry. I wasn't. It was Welch's. I was thinking Mott's. The Mott's fruit
Mott's?
snacks. I'd pay a lot more for than the Welch. Those ones are kind of just plain. The Mott's ones have got a little bit of stickiness to them. Got a little bit of.
I found a horrific discovery at my grandma's house. I went over there earlier today to check on my mom, and they watch my brother's kids. And there's a place behind the dining room table. She has like this giant colonial dining room table that with the chairs and everything, you can like hide behind it really well. And she always had this carpet in that dining room, like living room area that. It's a very specific like periwinkle blue that's like late 80s to me aesthetic, and it's like museum quality perfect. Like it doesn't have a single stain in it. It looks beautiful. And I found this place behind the dining room table where my brother's kids first of all brought a toilet bowl cleaner they found, brought it back there and squirted it on the carpet, and it's bleached the fucking carpet. The carpet is ruined back there.
Toilet bowl cleaner.
They've also taken they found syrup and poured it back there, like maple syrup on the carpet. And then also there was like 40 packs of Mott's fruit chews laying on the floor, and you can see they were so tense and like pulled where they were trying to like their little fucking hands trying to yank them open. They couldn't open them, but there was just like they had completely just obliterated this box of Mott's fruit chews. Sorry, it was just that just reminded me of this little
cigarettes out on it, and they pissed on it.
This little corner of desperation I found in my grandma's house.
I mean,
earlier.
eventually you can just cut around that, maybe. Just cut that part of the rug off.
Yeah,
make it into a funky pattern or something.
It's ruined back there. It's absolutely ruined.
Sad,
my brother watches these, and I'm sorry to say, Zach, you can close your ears. Your kids have fucked up my goddamn grandma's house. All right, my grandma's house is a war zone now because of those kids.
That's coming out of your right.
Kids shouldn't even meet their great grandmas. Okay, these kids are fucking up legacy. Okay, God. Kids out of there.
Yeah, what kind of modern society do we have where these kids are growing up with their great grandma?
That's insane. Yeah,
that's against nature.
My grandma.
Medical technology has gone way too far.
She should have died ages ago.
She should have died 20 years ago, for sure.
My grandma is a great grandma to one of my cousins, and they are alive at the same point.
Really?
There's a child that knows their great grandma. Like some people's great grandfathers were like here, during the Civil War.
Yeah, no, that's mine. Yeah,
and I don't know what it's this line of the family that they all have kids at like 17, 16, and they just keep popping out a daughter for. No, well, I mean, that whole side of the family's technically from Kentucky, yes, but
they kept the roots.
The third generation of them started sprouting those off in Indiana. So
yeah,
but.
They spread.
Cool family. I mean, they're not like as rednecky or anything as you would think by that. Like they're one of the more like serious people groups of our family, but there are a lot of them, and they're all women. Except for
You
one.
think it'd be too late for me to become a great grandpa if I started right now? 28.
You start
28. Yeah, you waited.
You need to get to work now. You
your
need to be getting
grandkids,
on that
your
tonight.
grandkids will know you. Your great grandkids will never know you. You'll be in the
Your
dirt.
great
Not
grandkids
well,
might.
not true. Not unless you
Yeah.
get one of those like 16 and pregnant kids and keep doing it over
That's
and over
true.
again.
You could,
know?
if you
could
raise
be
some real fucking failures.
the real Jerry Springer.
If you raise
You're
some
not
real
necessarily
promiscuous
a failure
whores,
just because you have a kid early on. Okay.
if you have a kid at like 16, like you're setting yourself up. I'm sorry
It's like
you're doing
like a
life on
Herculean
hard mode.
task. Yeah.
Your only
Yeah.
hope is to have a.
You're not a
your
failure,
hope your
you're
kid
just
has a
playing-
kid at 16, and then you make a TikTok about how you got your whole fucking generation.
Yeah, I could go viral with
That's your
that.
whole legacy.
I never even
Yeah,
thought
that's
about
really all you
that.
I
have
didn't
left.
tell you this, but they're all having kids with billionaires. So they're actually really cool and rich. Yeah.
Who are these billionaires that are into teenage girls? That's what I want to know.
The whole
Yeah,
I
how
would
long?
never suspect it. You wouldn't believe it, but
Yeah.
whole
That's
island
such a
of 'em,
rarity.
man, really. I have to go piss. I don't know. I'm
You
announcing.
know
Sure,
what?
like
We've had
food.
such a great conversation. What if we just take 5 where we just walk around and
Yeah, let's just take 5.
I almost busted it. I kept it cool.
Wow. What the fuck is this guy doing? This man is the father of 2 children, by the way.
Park my hog and go get me another brew. I'll be right back.
Okay, you're drunk. That's what it is. You're drunkenly riding around a scooter. That makes more sense. You got a bathroom in your room, don't you?
Who?
You do.
Me? Oh yeah. My
Sorry.
office. Wait, you heard it?
Yeah. I only heard the flush.
no.
I didn't hear the piss. I only heard the flush. You're good.
Okay,
You're
good.
You're
I piss gently, so I'd be surprised if you managed
You
to
piss
hear
on the side of the bowl in your own house? Come on
Yeah,
now.
I sit when I
No.
pee. I haven't stood in my own
Don't
house,
live in
and
fear.
I'm not.
Do
I'm
you
not afraid of
actually sit
anything.
and piss?
Yeah, I have
that's
sit
awesome.
for as long as I can remember.
I
Not
mean,
really.
that's good for not for spillage.
Yeah, it's just comfy. I think it stemmed from laziness because I used to not piss until it was urgent because I would rather be playing like Oblivion or something. But you know,
Do you know Lettuce? Lettuce Sucks. He's a streamer.
I don't think so.
You need to meet this guy. He's awesome as hell. You'd love him.
Does he sit when he pees?
He no, he has a great picture of Poob from I think Creator Clash where Poob's just like he's fucking riding a piss, dude. He's at a urinal and Poob's doing that thing where he has his hand on the wall. You know?
Yeah.
He's just full ass
long
leaning
one.
into it, hand on his back, hand on the wall. It looks like he's riding a horse, and he's just drunk as shit, just like staring up. It looks like,
Peeing so bad his
Be like
kidneys
that.
are hurting.
yeah, it's just a funny pic.
Yeah, that's funny.
Now, speaking of pissing in Oblivion, we know a guy that he was so addicted to Skyrim, he would stay up all night, and to not wake up his dad, he would piss his own pants, and then he'd put the pissed pants into his dresser.
And
And,
let him air dry, get moldy. Just
No,
for-
it was just his no. He would just, and then he wouldn't say anything, and they like.
I remember
it
this
went on for
story,
a
but I
couple
can't
months.
place who it was.
It was Frog. It,
Oh,
was,
it
your,
was
it was
Frog?
the editor. That
Oh, guys,
It was his
Z
editor.
Chum's editor,
Yeah, pissed.
the editor for
had a
also
piss drawer.
Z Chum.
Yeah, he peed his pants, and then he would fold up the pants and just put them inside the dresser like nothing happened.
Sickening.
Until his dad's girlfriend found him and gave him shit.
Yeah.
So he basically, and he would, because he didn't stay at his dad's house, he would piss there and then
He
leave.
would
and
leave the evidence.
Oh,
yeah, he
dude.
got away with it for 2 months before they smelt it. They smelt the
Oh, wait,
fucking the corpse.
when Skyrim was out. How old was this guy?
He's
he
a
is-
decade younger than me, so
he's a decade younger.
He's a wee lad.
He's a. I
He
think
was a-
he's like 20 now or something. I don't
Oh
know.
man,
Yeah.
I would be burying those pants in the backyard or something. I would not leave it in the
he-
dresser.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of
you
people
leave it
that
in the
have
dresser.
like piss drawers and like little storage spots for stuff.
I thought that was a joke.
I didn't have any
Yeah.
like weird piss places.
Yeah, me either.
You didn't have anything like that.
I don't think so.
You
One
don't
time
seem like a gremlin
corner.
type kid that way. If you sit to pee, then that I feel like that's like a next level in cleanliness. You know,
Yeah.
so I feel like
Like how
you're
the
not
Sims do it, yeah.
the type of guy that
I got it
would.
from The Sims.
Yeah.
No, I one time I
honest
pissed the bed. I remember when I was a kid, and I blamed it on my brother, my little baby brother who was sleeping there too. I was like, "Oh God, he must have pissed the bed."
That's because you went to bed subconsciously thinking now's the night.
Yeah,
my little brother's in this.
Little
bed.
brother's gonna take the fall.
Yeah, I get to do an adult piss in the bed.
Yeah, I've been waiting forever.
That's a rare one.
Yeah, this was 2 years ago. No,
pissing.
Yeah, I was talking about piss in the bed, pissing in drawers, pissing in bottles, or whatever. You pee in things?
When I was a kid, I used to sleepwalk a lot, and I'd just walk into the living room and pee on the coffee table or pee in the trash can, and my parents would be like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" I'd be like, "Whoa, in the bathroom." No, man, not yet. And I don't know. I don't do that anymore, unfortunately. I've kind of broken out of that.
That'd be a cool thing to have carry over into adulthood. You wake up pissing on the microwave or something.
I'm like 2 blocks away from my house.
Yeah, you're pissing in someone's yard.
Yeah, that could be cool.
I had a similar story. My mom caught me peeing on the family computer. She just like woke up and I was standing in the chair like just peeing on the computer.
Why?
When I was a kid,
you just completely countered your own previous statement.
What?
You were like, I sit down pissing. I was like, yeah, you ever hear those kids that like piss in the like a drawer? Do you do anything like that? And you're like, no, I've never done anything.
I didn't remember until he told me about it.
Back and you're like, oh yeah, I pissed all over the.
I want to tell you. Okay?
Yeah. What the fuck?
You're a piss supremacist.
You pissed on what again?
Family computer.
Family computer.
Family one. Man.
It's the worst. Like we're talking about a kid pissing in his pants and hiding them, and you're like, gross. Pissing in a drawer too.
Sometimes you can't make it to the bathroom.
I piss on the family computer, dude. If my kid pissed on the computer, I would be pretty upset.
Wipe the keyboard off.
Good cover up if you were jerking off on the family computer and someone walks in, you just start pissing.
No, I was pissing.
Sleep? Where the hell am I?
What's going on?
You gotta take a second for that pee to be able to kick in. Oh, God. Please. Rattling on the.
No, I don't think. I think that was a isolated incident. That and piss in the bed and blame it on my brother. I think those are the only 2 piss stories I have.
My dad told me.
God forbid I remember anymore.
If you ever pissed the bed, he would ask, like, "Mom, can you like bring me some apple juice?" And then when she'd bring it in, he'd be like, "Whoa!" and spill it all over himself and be like, "Whoa, there's apple juice all over the bed." You did this, you bitch! Yeah. But
it smells like piss.
Yeah, it smells like piss. It's all in my underwear. You soaked me to my underwear. I can finally talk about this.
What a scumbag move, because you know he did infomercial level acting where they knock an entire way too big bag of chips all over
my grandma too. It reminded me of soaked to the underwear that I briefly told you guys about this the other day, but right before when we were supposed to record last podcast, I was seeing a movie, as I do, the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem ad, and it's pretty good. And it, downpour that day, just absolutely soaking in Indianapolis. There's rain everywhere. I had to walk like 4 blocks there, meeting some out-of-towners, and I got to the main road, and I had a moment where, goddamn red, I wish I remembered the license plate number. Just this red, one of those cube cars it's coming at me. I'm on the sidewalk, and I look, and I realize just the most outrageously large puddle. We've got potholes goddamn everywhere here. Just a huge puddle right next to me. I'm in white shorts and a hoodie, and there's a moment of I look at the driver, and he fucking swerves into it to splash me like a goddamn movie. And it hit so hard. And instead of like covering my face or turning or anything I could have blinking, I went, and when he did it, it shot directly into my eyes, into my ears, and enough in my mouth that I had to like spit water out afterwards. And I was soaked to my goddamn underwear. Just I'm basically in that moment begged, like just pure soul, like, please. Like it's with my eyes, I was basically like begging him, and he purposely hit a puddle. And it's like, what the hell? What can you do? I just had to keep on moving. I had to go it's a recliner movie theater place. I'm just
That's real
Wait, it was
psychopath
before the
behavior
movie?
that you still went in and watched the
Yeah, I
movie.
know. That's a go home
driven
thing,
20
man.
minutes to this movie theater. I'm not gonna give up on my day because some
So
asshole hit me with a
cold in
puddle.
there. It is so cold in the
Yeah,
movie.
I know.
And
Yeah.
another
Dude,
bad part.
I've
Sorry.
had this big
Nipsey
glass
rock
of water.
hard.
Similar story in the movie theater. I was drinking this glass of water, and I'm like the ice shifted and spilled all over my shirt. And I was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Were
And
you
it's been
wet in your
forever.
underwear?
Yep, right on my pants, dude.
Your socks?
And
Your
I
shoes? You've never been
drying
this
it
wet
off.
in your life as I was, okay?
I get all dried off
Was
with
it
all. I
water?
used every napkin that we had. I dried off. Then I took another sip, and it happened again. The exact same way.
Oh god.
Fell off my entire
Lucky
body.
it wasn't goddamn Dr. Pepper or something to be sticky too in your underwear.
Oh god.
Yeah, I was freezing cold though. Movie
I was-
theaters are no joke.
Pretty
You
convinced
freeze to
I'd
death.
get like an eye disease too, because it's just a disgusting,
Yeah, it's like a little
muddy puddle.
Indiana pond water
and,
parasites
like
getting
hepatitis or
up
something,
your
and it
face.
hit on because I can just, I'm just used to putting stuff in my eyes, and I just didn't react like a person. It just gets me. I go in there, the guy taking the tickets. I think he's doing like a wise guy crack because he asked me, "Oh, is it still raining out there?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of funny," because I'm like completely drenched, and I was like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "Oh, it is?" And I'm like, "Oh, this guy's not even joking." I'm like, yeah. And then I'm thinking, "Oh, this guy works at a movie theater. He'll like, I like when a movie trope happens. I think it's fun. As soon as the puddle thing happened, I'm like, oh, it's kind of funny. It's like, when it happens to someone in a movie when they're like, oh, taxi, and then they fucking splash them. I'm like, oh. And I told the guy, I'm like, oh, dude, I just got hit by a cliche water, wave of puddle from a guy driving into it. And the guy's like, man, still raining. I have to bike after this. Just didn't even give a shit about what I said at all.
Yeah.
Like, okay, man. So I can't get my fucking ticket. And I go in there and I see my friends. What happened to you? Just stupid as fuck. And
That really says something about somebody's psyche when they
he's really concerned.
Unfazed.
I mean,
They
sure,
go
he's got it worse because
into-
he has to bike.
No, not that. I'm saying like someone that swerves into the puddle versus away.
I mean, it's just
like
a real life monster.
Yeah.
And a person with a soul. Okay, it's just shit I'm going.
yeah. Like that's some real psychopath
Yeah.
shit where you're just like, I'm gonna hit
saw
the
you
puddle.
begging.
Like fuck this
Yeah.
guy.
For 1 second, I thought about chasing him down and just like being like,
We should find this
Why
guy."
would you do this?
You would like that too much, man.
Like, why would you?
Because you said he changed his.
It was.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
It's,
What the
and it's
fuck?
like, would
He
it have just
turned-
been that he was avoiding another pothole? Maybe that's what I'd think if I were a better person. That maybe I missed. Maybe there's a duckling.
Baby chicken in
But
the road.
It was basically like, it was an
he
intentional
straightened out.
avenue of like, he saw this same puddle I was seeing. Like, it was just huge. And he sees me like walking so happy.
Yeah.
And he's probably like, I'm going to absolutely decimate this guy with water. It's going to be hilarious. He probably just went, I'm surprised he didn't fucking throw a smoothie at me at the same moment or something. Fucking
so
shoot me in the
crazy.
knee or something. Like, I don't know, it just really
Handful
felt like
of flour.
yeah.
That guy, dude, that guy.
I'm going on a
fuck-
date, man. Like, it was just,
Dude,
know,
kind
yeah,
of a similar vein. I never thought the logistics of this lining up. I got this lady with like a Rube Goldberg machine level of. I just didn't think that this would happen. I was at a drive-through and it was like raining really hard, and I pull up to the drive-through and she opens the window and I had my windshield wipers on the lowest setting, so they only go every like 10 seconds, and it was raining so hard it went like whoosh and threw like half a gallon of water into her fucking face, like into the window. She was like, she hadn't stuck her face out or anything.
Up to like an asshole, like you were like 4 feet back. You
Yeah.
got a cube car? How are you so close to the windshield?
Yeah.
Red. What the
She
fuck
opened
kind of
it
car are you
before
driving?
I had pulled up all the way, and it scooped so much water into this lady's fucking face, and she was so pissed. But the worst part about it, and this is how you know I didn't do it on purpose, was it went down into my fucking food bag. No. This was This was at Whataburger. So if you work at Whataburger,
Oh, I guess it
I'm
is a
really
water burger.
Yeah. Yeah. We got it. We're still here.
That's why they pay me, but go on. Yeah.
He's earning that paycheck this episode. God damn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we've had some really serious
10
talks
minutes
about
of
budget
silence
cuts. Budget cuts are really concerning to movies. He's working in every joke he can get.
Yeah, we got one podcast down, one to go. I mean, what's gonna come crashing down on me next?
You guys are gonna actually be out there playing the little drums on the pots and stuff.
I'm gonna stand by a big puddle. You can Venmo me. You can hit this puddle and drink me.
The old little sign.
Busking.
Yeah. I'm just good faith. You're gonna come back and pay me. I'm just gonna splash me $5.
That's a good business model. I think that could take off.
If I had goggles on or something, I would have not been as mad. But then the whole movie, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I could taste it. I mean, I got enough dirt water in my mouth. Like, I could really, it's stuck until I could order a drink. I'm talking to the guy. I'm like, it's just, I should have spit out a goldfish. That would have been funny, like a cartoon.
Yeah.
What the hell? But there was no fish in my mouth, so I couldn't do that.
There's nothing more violating than just something going into your mouth that you
didn't want.
Yeah, didn't want.
Yeah, that is violating.
It's violating.
You
got raped by that guy in the cube car, is what I'm saying. Basically, the equivalent.
We got to track this guy down. I bet we could find him.
Yeah.
Red cube car frequents at least one time this road. If I staked out there, I might catch him again.
Might get him again.
I really wish I had
rainy day.
Like psychopath memorized his license plate and started writing it down and stuff.
What if you had like part of it and you brought it up on this podcast and we were like trying to, you guys guess, you guys try to figure this
Red
stuff
cube,
out.
I know. Any cops that can run this?
I
in the
think we
registry.
probably have at least one cop in this in the audience. Can you run?
There was the cop at TwitchCon.
Oh yeah, those guys at TwitchCon, they look like dirty cops. They could probably run plates for us.
Yeah,
I got a criminal. Your name on it. You might get a promotion when you bust this guy. He's splashing guys that are just having a good day up until then.
Could probably be on the
I think he was armed.
Ruined your whole fucking day for 5 minutes of a laugh, dude. That's rotten.
I had my fucking phone out, dude. No case. You could have got water in there. You could have waterlogged it.
What if I was holding a book?
Yeah,
I had a whole book.
Big paperback.
Yeah.
My Shakespeare. No. My estate sale ancient book. Oh my God, this has never been opened. You know, dude, there was a cop on the other side of the road because right afterwards I just like turned. And I was like,
he said, "Get that man!
Arrest him!" No, and then the cop saw it and just drove by. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess that's not illegal. Like, that's not. He didn't really do anything wrong, but can I like get a goddamn like
pat on the back
arrest?
or something?
So, yeah. Can I? He just drove right on by. I'm like,
turn on the sign.
I don't know what I really. There's nothing to get out of that. Yeah. That's what I just. Sam, you would go home. You're not built like me, dude. It's like I got a movie. I got shit to do. I'm gonna let this guy.
It's just not that important.
I'm gonna let him ruin. Well, it's a decent movie. It's pretty fun.
Would have been better with dry clothes.
I was also seeing a friend that I just hadn't seen in like years. So I'm like,
oh, that's kind of funny though to show
like
up
the
completely
silliness
drenched.
of life. Yeah, I love when
Yeah.
something silly like that happens. It's like, what are you gonna do?
Not only that, but now that you bring it up, cop was there, saw it happen, and I said, truly, an evil person would swerve towards the puddle. Now that I know, that is it's a crime. It has to be somewhat of a crime.
I don't think it's a crime at all.
It's not that much of a crime that you can arrest somebody.
Petty crime.
Yeah, it's not even a petty crime. So I'm doing it every time the opportunity comes up. I am going to hit every puddle. They can't arrest me.
I've actively seen it more than you'd think. Like people just on a rainy day go into a puddle to splash people waiting for a bus or something. Like it's just evil. It's wrong. I was never up in arms until it happened to me. Now I'm pissed. And I didn't know how cruel people could be.
Yeah, that's a classist thing too. It's like people waiting on the bus.
Oh, I'm waiting on a bus.
Get a car.
Oh, let me use my fucking Escalade. Let me bounce a goddamn bucket of water in your mouth. You just don't.
Most people don't look.
I'm on team car. I'm on team car guy for sure. I'm doing that.
I have to learn more to make up my mind. I got to
Yeah.
think about it before I decide which side I'm on.
It needs to happen to you for you to
you need to get
understand
hit,
how
and then you gotta hit
humiliating.
somebody
Because
and
also
see.
there's just a lot of people around, and I'm like, they saw that.
Lay your options.
You know? Yeah.
No,
I need to do
are
it
you
now.
thinking guy in red box car? You don't think he thought of that?
There
Like,
is
wow,
a-
that sucks for that guy. He knew what he was doing.
No, okay. Well,
He
there's
drives a shitty
there's
cube.
either he somehow just didn't. I'm the only guy on that part of the side. He either just he knew what he was doing. He knew it was funny, which is why I wanted him like I would have been fine if he just disappeared in that moment, you know. If I could like blow his car up with my mind, I probably would have. If I had some sort of power, but I don't. So what are you gonna do?
It's times like that. It's like a good thing you don't have that kind of ability, because I could have seen it. I see it clear as day. Just push him off the road.
How long do you think it would take you to turn into a Homelander type character?
I've watched Spider-Man 1 and 2 far too many times to turn into a Homelander. I think it'd be an awesome hero.
You think?
Just like Tobey Maguire, really.
I would get real selfish probably a year in.
You're one of the worst people to have it.
Yeah,
you're just already naturally a bad person, and then you give crazy some sort of supernatural.
Like, why
ability.
am I even doing this for free? You know, pay up.
Yeah, I was as soon as I save someone off a building or something, here's my fucking superhero cape. I would have my Venmo or something. That determines whether or not I drop you. Yeah, I'll be the first busking superhero.
You got that little leave a tip thing on your phone, little app.
I'll have a tip bucket on my belt too. For the old people that still have cash.
Yeah, like and the quarter machine thing, the change thing too.
Only $5, and you cover them over the edge.
Eyes turn red.
Well, because I've been watching all of those Spider-Mans, and those guys are always strapped for cash. All the Peter Parkers and the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man stories
every fucking universe.
Yeah, he's broke.
Money.
He's got all that fucking all those superpowers. He ain't got no money. The first thing that in the most recent one, the Spot or whatever, the first thing he does, he's like, I can steal from an ATM. He goes and tries to steal from an ATM.
He's a super villain.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's the first thing I would do is try to get some fucking money.
Have you seen Jumper? I'd be like a Jumper type. Hayden Christensen, where he steals money all the time from banks, but you know they're insured or whatever. It's cool. He does it in a cool way. He looks cool doing it. Okay, he gets the baddest girls. And he goes to the coolest places.
So only rob from places that are insured.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
been a while since I've seen the movie, but probably not like don't rob like an old woman, but you could rob a bank type deal. You probably get more from the bank too.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure the ATM machines are insured, so that guy was actually a cool dude.
Yeah.
Well, his spot was fine until he I think he kind of goes off the rails at a point.
Yeah.
Power hungry or whatever.
If you had
if I lived in a world
powers,
like speaking of like you having superpowers, if I lived in a world where people had powers and I didn't, it would literally drive me insane. I'd be so envious. It would eat me apart. I'd probably kill myself in some way trying to gain them, or I'd become some sort of villain. Like I'd be so wickedly jealous.
Oh, like X-Men universe?
Yeah,
I would be drinking
one of my
all
best
sorts
friends
of weird
got a
shit.
power.
Yeah.
Like I'm the guy in the movie. Like they always find out. They're like, "Whoa, you have powers!"
He's powerless.
I'd be like, "No!" it would destroy me.
And all those comic books, it's always like the biggest dork in school gets the powers too. So
I've got a good chance. You're saying.
What if you got like a really shitty power though?
I'd also, if there's other people with good powers, then it'd do the same thing. There's always greener pastures. You know, you're not going to be the one guy with the coolest powers, but I'd want to be.
Yeah.
It'd kill me. It'd really kill me.
Like, what's the basis level of mutation that gets you into the
jump twice as high?
Yeah.
What's the basis level of mutation that gets you into the X-Men Academy? Like, can you like?
Probably these. It's got to be like I think of a lot of it. It's like they're.
They can make like ice cubes melt faster.
I think it's more like they just need a place.
0.5% faster.
Is that what it is? Like those are like kids that got kicked out of the house because they have weird powers?
Like everyone's like anti-mutant and stuff in those movies. You know,
so you gotta be. You have to have enough powers for them to basically call you a freak.
Yeah, you have to be. You have to be
an X-Men.
Called a freak at least a couple times. Then you can be an X-Men.
Your eyebrow hair grows a little bit faster than normal.
Yeah. Albert Einstein.
Get him in there.
Hair. Oh my god.
There's this guy. Do you remember that movie Gladiator? There's this guy that announces the gladiator fights in the very beginning, and he has the longest pointy eyebrows. And I remember when I was watching that movie as a kid, I was like, I want eyebrows like him when I get older.
What the fuck? Why?
Oh my god.
I remember seeing that guy going like, his eyebrows rock. They're like, he has them like to a point.
I see him in 1 sec.
You see him?
Google gladiator eyebrows.
That's what I did. Yeah, look at this.
I gotta look this up.
Oh man. Okay.
His eyebrows rock.
Those are like evil man eyebrows, dude.
Oh.
Yes, that guy. I was like, I want eyebrows like him. He's the guy that goes like, in this corner we have the blah blah blah.
He would look just like Eugene Levy if he curled him down, but he does such a big curl up. It's incredible. You think he waxes those?
I've got one eyebrow hair that grows long.
Crescents.
Really?
I could probably
cultivate more of those.
If I didn't let this thing, if I didn't trim this thing, then maybe.
I remember I got one chest hair, and my wife plucked it out, and I cried.
One chest hair?
Yeah.
Not gonna grow back?
I've got who's counting, but I've got like 12 of them now. So
Brian, show him up. Brian's got enough chest hair for the rest of us.
I
can see him over your shirt collar, you motherfucker. You don't even need to show it.
There it
Look
is,
at that.
baby. There it
That's our man. We got a man on payroll right there.
Yeah, the Turkish rug.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's his superpower. He can grow chest hair.
Drinking enough whiskey or things that dudes say will put hair on my chest. I'll catch right up to you.
Just borrow a few more cigarettes from people, and I think you'll be there.
My friend the other night tried to do he was just really drunk, and people like put a cigarette out on their hands or something. He thought it'd be cool around like some strangers we had just met. He's burnt. It's still like a little scar. I'm like, people do that to inflict pain.
Yeah.
And he didn't realize you're supposed to lick your hand and then do it. People do. And so he just was like, ah. And he just thought it'd be cool. And now he's got a little hand scar. And he's one of the dumbest people I've ever met in my entire life. Yeah. Real dumb guy. I hope he watches this.
People are going to think he has like an abusive dad or something. He's like, I got cigarette scars on my hands.
Yeah. He's like 25, still getting abused by his dad.
Yeah, that's a weak man with an abusive father.
Well, it's funny too because his dad's in a wheelchair, so he just see
the weakest man, an absolute
like
worm with an abusive
wheelchair.
Does he live in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, before I hit the strip, I want to fucking leave my mark on you. Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna get 100 pictures today, and you're gonna see a worthless kid.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I actually paid for expedited delivery 2 hours ago, and this food's gonna get here.
Your food
holy shit!
It's gonna be so cold. You ordered that before we even started. It's been an hour and 28 minutes.
I know.
I was asking about it. Yeah, what the fuck?
I had a beer in there too. I was excited to drink.
That's why.
Where'd you order from? Like what restaurant?
It's
who doesn't tip? I could tell.
Oh,
well, that's one thing in my family. Okay,
how the fuck they take this long?
It's just because they suck.
I've stopped tipping well on DoorDash. I'm sorry.
What if they pull up in a red cube?
Yeah.
Blast you.
I'm just gonna air that place out. If they pull up in a red cube, I'm just gonna assume it's them. I haven't seen too many of those cars. I'm gonna wanted shoot through all their windows. No, listen. Forgiveness. I'm really big on forgiveness, not keeping grudges. So,
what if you saw a red cube guy
and he's
parking
by a puddle,
and he gets out of his car and he's standing right by a big old puddle?
I'm gonna mash him into his car with my car. I'm gonna sandwich him. There's a big puddle right in front of me, waiting for me to hit that puddle, and I just go 100 miles an hour right through him.
In the car.
I'll eviscerate him. Jump out of my car right before it happens into the puddle, so I'm safe.
The bloody mess.
I've got all that puddle shit in me now. Yeah, I can tank it.
It's like a Left 4 Dead pipe bomb.
I could probably drink like stagnant water and be fine now because it's been inside it. That's my
It's
superpower.
been in every orifice.
It got in all the holes on my face. It got in my ears. Like I've got to have some sort of immunity built up a little.
I'm just imagining this dude. You're getting blasted by this water so much.
I'm just telling you, it's like more water than you can imagine. It's what I got hit by. Like
Did it
people
slick your
pay
hair
money
back?
for this. Yeah, it shot my hair off my head.
Like the log ride at like a water park. You're like on the bridge getting
It was
blasted.
incredible. It was remarkable. That's why I almost couldn't be too mad because where did all this water come from?
It's a perfect puddle hit.
It's like teed up. It's just like
he's got experience.
He probably goes around town doing that to fucking every sucker by a puddle.
Dude, you're his magnum opus. If that's his like pastime. That you have to take
40 and a
something out of
15.
that.
Like he knew what he's doing, but he also was going too fast to probably properly get my reaction.
This guy's a goddamn master when you think about it.
I hope he makes YouTube videos about this, and someday I just find this fucking video. It's just a little like
that would be a good niche YouTube
just
channel. It's
little
just
splash of water in my face.
GoPros on the side of your car, and you just go around hitting puddles on people.
I saw one where it was like a TikTok channel where this dude just would drop like shit down a stairwell every day. Like it was bizarre. He would just come to the stairwell and he would drop like a full plate of spaghetti, and it would just all the way down. So I'm sure you could do well. You have a channel about splashing people with puddles.
Nuisance. And I go like this to everyone
Yeah,
that I do it
to. That would
That'd
take
be
off.
cool.
People
Yeah,
would
I'm just like
love
an
that.
old school menace. I'm just like a little bully. I just give people wedgies and kick them into puddles, shoot puddles on them.
I've seen.
Spitballs.
There was a channel that I was.
Yeah, spitballs up the car.
Dude, you'd have to be a fucking sniper to hit somebody with a spitball.
We're going like 30
target.
miles an hour. We really slow down by them.
You put like fucking buckets of shit up on like a door. Just film people walking through it getting splattered. This is good, dude.
Do my signature little hand.
It just
thing.
sounds like a YouTube prank channel at this point.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but they're all old school pranks.
Yeah, but they're old. Yeah,
they
they're
are. These are
classic
classic.
pranks.
Classic pranks. Be like a
It's
jackass,
the
but of just
classics.
old classics.
And we
just
call ourselves the
describing
Little
pranks,
Rascals. I'm Spanky. We're just direct ripoffs of the actual Little Rascals.
Yeah.
I
That'd be
can't think
cool.
of any of it. Wait, isn't
Alfalfa.
Buckwheat one of them?
Alfalfa.
I'm
The
Buckwheat.
dog.
I'm
Yeah.
the black kid.
My,
I think
that
I'm Buckwheat.
wheelchair dad, believe it or not, my friend's dad that's old as fuck, his like favorite shows that he'd make us watch as kids were the black and white Little Rascals and the Three Stooges.
Really?
And he
Oh,
fucking would just sit there and be like, oh. You know, I loved them. I loved the Little Rascals when I was a kid. I thought they were a hilarious group of little misfits. I haven't seen them in a while, though. I haven't caught up. I'm pretty sure probably all of them are dead.
Revisit it. Give it a watch.
Revisit it. I think we talked about Little Rascals like a year ago, and we looked up if they were dead or not. And I think they are dead.
Yeah, and I think we came to the
Might be
conclusion
one.
that I think
Every
Cosby
Rascal?
yanked him off the air.
And also, didn't we find out that there's like a rotating Three Stooges from even back in the day? Like there's some of the actors died and would just be replaced, or maybe I'm going
Something,
crazy.
yeah.
That's what I'm gonna
There's
do
a-
whenever I die. I'm gonna get someone to just sort of act like me.
A new
Just
person.
come on and
Charborg 2. The
completely
sequel.
different dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound or look or act like you really
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
just
Some
but
guy that
complete-
bought the channel.
as close as I could get, yeah. Short notice.
Have you ever heard of people doing that, like selling a successful channel when they're done with it?
I've seen that with like pages on Twitter and stuff, but never an actual YouTube channel or anything.
I think there's been YouTube channels where they're like, we're selling it.
Is it ones where they show
Yeah.
their face, or is it more like top?
Yeah, like it's
10?
very much like branded content.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to give mine away when I'm done. You know, just be like, carry it or carry on.
No,
Yeah, pass the torch. You guys
sell
see
it.
what
Damn.
that
Sell it for
guy did
big
with
money.
the AI?
yeah,
That guy doing the
Wait.
Wait, are you talking about
Quabblecop.
Quabblecop?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I did just see
Oh,
that.
what did he do?
I don't know
He
if
has,
that's
like-
AI or if it's just
He's
like
uploaded-
a webcam
It
face
says
thing.
it's AI. I don't know.
I don't
the
know.
article. The
know what
Twitter.
The
Fake
article,
news.
these, I think
The
it's
headline.
just generating views for Quabblecop. I'm pretty sure it's just a goddamn like what are those things called? Like
Filter?
a little avatar thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Just
what
like
about
a
I thought it was
VTuber.
it's
Yeah,
I thought it was an
VTuber.
AI like a voice that's AI generating a script for it. Is it not
Oh
that?
well,
It might be.
Wait,
if it's that
completely
smart, then that's
separated.
awesome because I'm pretty sure it's just him talking into a webcam.
But
We
why
should do
even
that.
do that? Why just he's
Yeah,
just
that
I
seems
mean,
like
he's
it would
not
just
doing
kill
that,
your-
it's just VTubers. Yeah, that's just
No,
Yeah.
well, I mean just to say that it's AI.
Oh, so you're
You know,
saying
because
like,
now you're nobody's
Yeah,
talked
that
about
sounds
Quabblecop in
crazy,
5
yeah.
fucking years. What I'm saying is that him
That's
just putting
true.
on a VTuber thing and going like, "This is AI." People are like, Quabblecop's
we're-
gone AI.
That's
It's the
been
most
talked about on
traction
one of
this
the
guy's
biggest
got.
podcasts in America. Holy
Yeah,
shit, you're right.
Well, I mean, Dig Serto talked about him, and then Charlie, ex-guest Charlie, Penguin Zio or whatever. He made a video about it. I mean, come on, people are talking about it. But I'm pretty sure it's just that guy talking to his webcam.
I am a robot.
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
It would take a lot less money and like smarts and stuff. But if you think Quebblecop is smart enough to set all that up, then
I don't know the guy.
Yeah,
he might be a super genius.
He's like Dutch or something. I mean, I don't know.
They're pretty smart over there.
They're ingenuitive.
They've got IKEA, right? Or is
windmills,
that
and they built like a fuck ton of windmills.
Wooden shoes. Those people
gotta
are
be smart
in the future.
They know what's going on over in
Clogs
Dutchland.
and goddamn wood windmills. Who knows what kind of technology
Bikes
they could create.
with baskets on the front.
Yeah.
These people are on the bleeding edge of technology.
Pigtails
AI
with
is not
bows
too
in
far to the
them.
question.
Yeah, fully autonomous
But
YouTube channels.
I'm waiting to see if it pays off for him because I'm going to do the same thing.
What is like? What payoff would he get? Just increase views?
Him
Is
getting
he even like
him
a
getting to
dead
sit back
YouTuber,
with
or is
a
he-
cocktail and do nothing all day.
Well, they drink only like
his
chocolate
AI
milk
handles
over
are-
there and stuff. But
okay.
so. Let me check this. You know what? Let me do some investigating.
I watched
Firsthand.
one Quebblecop video. I said this is indistinguishable from his old Quebblecop videos. And then there's so many complaints about the quality of his video was down since it's AI. I didn't really see a real change in the.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know the quality of his content, but it seems kind of. I don't think I'm the demographic,
Yeah,
the target demographic.
yeah.
Maybe I'll become a fan though with
Just
this new
judging
direction.
off thumbnails where there's like 50 of them that say level 1, level 999 with the red arrow.
Those are
in
the
between
classics.
them. That's like almost parody level, but he's actually doing it. That's like pure ad, like
So
Instagram ad.
you game the system. People click on that shit. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm gonna click on his little AI thing. I kind of don't.
See? There it is. There it is, right there.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave a like and click that little bell because the little robot told me to.
I am a now
wanna see.
loyal Quebblecop fan.
I can't hear it because I'm on goddamn Google and I don't want it to go to the font or whatever. But it's creepy looking. It looks like an emoji or whatever. It looks like an iPhone emoji. It doesn't even
Yeah, it
look
does.
Yeah.
like anything
Yeah.
real. I mean, obviously not real, but like it doesn't. It looks bad.
Yeah.
It looks like those TV shows that have really weird animation.
Straight to DVD, early 2000s fucking like movies. Yeah.
Like with a religious
animated movies.
twist or lesson in
Yeah.
it. Or
A
something.
Veggie Tales extra feature, bonus
Yeah,
feature,
featuring
Quebblecop.
I didn't know VeggieTales was religious until I was older.
I didn't either. I didn't.
I was
get
just
that.
like, these fucking vegetables know what's up. They're like
And
saying
it's cool
shit.
that they have faith. You
No,
know?
I had that same revelation recently when
It's their own thing.
I was like,
they're
oh,
into.
VeggieTales. I love VeggieTales. And I played it for my kid, and it was just like a straight up story about David and Goliath. It was like,
dude.
Jesus is empowering David. And I was like, holy shit, I had no idea.
I didn't know David was getting power from Jesus. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Wait,
got power
how
ups.
did you not know
I
it's
had no
religious?
idea this is what's
Because
going
I was
on.
a kid. I was like, damn, these vegetables talking, dude. Like, that's as far as you go as a kid. You
Yeah.
don't think about all the.
I was always wondering about their arms and stuff. I'm like, where's their...
yeah, where they
Wouldn't
are.
make very fun action figures because I was super into action figures. And I'm like, where are the points?
Yeah,
Jeez.
not into it.
Articulation?
Wasn't that, you guys know that Lamb Chop show? Like it's kind of like they're like little puppets and the ventriloquist lady.
No.
Sounds very familiar. Let me look this up. Let me do some resource.
I think that might have been another religious one that
Dude, I
Is it?
have to pee
I-
again. I'm sorry.
It's all that
Okay.
fucking drinking you're doing. You're ruining.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're ruining your
this is
liver.
like a PBS show or something. This looks super.
I don't remember. But
Dude, what if he just started pissing while he rode around his little scooter?
I just saw a TikTok the other day that was like, do you remember these PBS shows? And I got hit with a wave of nostalgia where they're always the
Nostalgia
shows
blast.
where like, if I'm watching these, I'm hating life because I'm not able to watch Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. For some reason, I'm watching Between the Lions, like a book reading
dude.
show.
I'm just sitting in front of this massive TV that's like made of wood or something.
It's the I'm sick from school
Yeah.
fucking like airing time.
And
Yeah.
you're not gonna have
Fucking 10
fun.
a.m.
Yeah. Where's SpongeBob? Where's SpongeBob?
Yeah.
You gotta watch
Oh,
goddamn
God.
educational shows. It's just not so bad. Did you have any weird were your parents loose with what you could watch, or are you one of those kids where you couldn't watch
I know there were kids who couldn't read Harry Potter or something.
Yeah,
or,
witchcraft.
Oh yeah.
I've got some of those.
I could pretty much watch whatever. It wasn't too big of a deal.
My weird one.
Yeah.
That's not really weird. I wasn't allowed to watch Disney Channel, but it wasn't for any religious or whatever, like freak. Oh, that is a cool entrance. Gotta give it to him.
I got a scooter. I already told that joke.
Yeah.
It's funnier the second time. My dad just didn't like Disney Channel. Like, he didn't think the shows were funny, and he was
He couldn't watch
mostly
it 'cause they weren't
watching
funny.
shows with me.
It's
So
just
yeah, he'd be
junk.
like, no more of that. And also like Barney and stuff. He'd be like, I don't like it. Like, you can't watch that. But
That's
he
a
loves
good
SpongeBob,
dad, honestly,
so
bro.
we could watch a lot of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
He loved
He
Adult
made you
Swim.
have good taste.
Yeah, but I was like so behind on people would always be like, you see what happened on Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? No, I've never watched it. No idea what's happening with Hannah Montana. I didn't know Hannah Montana was, one person for goddamn.
I didn't know it was Miley Cyrus. I
Yeah.
thought they were different people. I couldn't keep up with the
fully
plot.
convinced. I had never watched the movie or anything, so it's just.
Was it a movie first?
No, I think there was
Okay, I
a
was
movie
gonna say, I was
later.
like-
That's how Jimmy
God.
Neutron was, wasn't it? Wasn't the movie first with that, and then the show
Was
came?
it?
Yeah.
I think
Really?
so.
Movie first, show after.
That's
Jimmy
like
Neutron,
the
yeah.
animated Star Wars show, the Clone Wars, also.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, Star Wars the movie came out first in the 70s.
Oh,
and
they
then-
made an animated Clone Wars, you dick. Awesome joke. You just made me look like an asshole. Dude, I'll never tee you up like that again.
But speaking of those, like growing up, any of the live action shit on Nickelodeon, and I think it was just Nickelodeon that had it. Like even as a kid, I was like, I don't want it. Like, as soon as it's live action, I wasn't into it. For some
Yeah, I
reason.
didn't either.
I
I wanted to watch
liked
cartoons.
Some of them. I like Drake and Josh a little bit.
Yeah, I like Jake and Josh.
I wasn't.
It
into
would sound
that
like
shit.
I didn't love it as much as SpongeBob. Let's not get crazy here. But I like some of those. I'm trying to think of any others. Like Ned's Declassified. I probably watched a little bit. Everybody Hates Chris. I don't even know if that was on one of those, but I saw that show's funny. That might have been on Nickelodeon or something.
I don't remember that one.
Everybody Hates Chris?
Hates Chris. It was
That
about
might have
Chris
just
Rock
been
as a
like-
kid.
Yeah.
It was on
he
like
narrates.
ABC or something.
Yeah, it was a funny
Yeah.
show. Did Cartoon Network even have? I mean, they're Cartoon Network. They didn't really.
No,
have
I don't.
any-
They didn't.
They had those
they
weird.
stuck
They had
to
that
their
weird
roots.
era, like right when I was getting too old for Cartoon Network, where it was a lot of. I think they're having like game show type live action things.
Are they?
I could be so wrong.
I hope
I also
not.
didn't love Boomerang because it was more for older kids. I mean, sure, I liked Looney Tunes enough and so, but Boomerang was always like goddamn Yosemite Sam or whatever, or like Tweety Bird and Sylvester and so. It was just like old cartoons.
Yeah.
My problem
Yeah.
with Boomerang is when they considered old cartoons to be shitty cartoons that got canceled. That
Did they
were
do that?
that
They-
were still around in the 90s. Not like classic, just
coming back to you.
yeah. So like they started playing. Like if you go on Boomerang now, there's just some shit that's like I don't even think that old. I don't think it should be on Boomerang. But and it was
When I
shows
was
that
watching, I was seeing shit from like the 50s. Okay, I was watching a
that's
lot
fine.
of
Yeah,
it.
that's what I
If you're on,
remember.
if
Flintstones and
Boomerang's
shit, right?
on, it's like
Flintstone. I'm like, God, these
yeah,
Jetsons
Flintstone
and
sucks.
stuff. I'm like, I'm a
Yeah.
kid, okay? I don't
I
want to watch the
legitimately
Jetsons.
think
I did watch a
if
lot of
you-
Married with Children, though, which is also not really for.
If you guys take off your rose-tinted glasses, I feel like the Flintstones and the Jetsons are some of the worst goddamn cartoons ever made.
I was just saying I did
Yeah.
not like watching them.
We were not. We didn't even grow
I
up
would
watching
probably
that shit.
need some
It's
heavy
too boomer.
rose tinted glasses to even consider rewatching that.
No, there's some old stuff that's good, like all the
Tom and
Tex
Jerry
Avery
I like.
cartoons.
Like Tom and Jerry, big Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, Tom
fan.
and Jerry
Yeah,
rocks.
awesome. So, yeah, love
Yeah,
that crazy
I
cat in
forgot
that
about-
mouse. Yeah. I love that
God, he
little
yelled so
traps.
much.
Yeah, he was in constant pain, constant suffering. He taught me a lot.
God, I just
about
wanted to hit
endurance.
somebody like they hit each other. You know,
It just
it made
taught
such
me
a good noise.
bounce back. If you
Okay,
get
wait,
down,
that's
you
because
bounce
that's
back.
just like cartoon antics. Like Flintstones and Jetsons is
Yeah,
like
they
fucking.
don't have as
it's like a
much tune
cartoon
force.
sitcom, bro. It's a sitcom, but they made the people cartoons.
That's a good point.
So it's
Yeah,
like
they're not like.
Was there a
Oh,
laugh
see
track
this?
in that? In the Flintstones?
I think
I
there
get
might
what you
have
mean, but
actually
there's
been.
still antics. Remember, in the intro,
antics,
he
but it's
gets
not-
stuck on the treadmill
There's
walking
antics
his
and
space
Malcolm
dog.
in the middle.
Run with
but
their
it's-
feet on
That's as wild as it gets, though.
That's
That's
true,
as wild
yeah.
as it fucking gets as the intro.
I remember there was some bird that would yell or something.
Like it's like an alarm clock or something.
Yeah.
That was pretty wacky.
Oh, you know this thing you have today? What if we're a dinosaur? That gets real old after a couple episodes.
Dude, yeah, like 90%. Yeah, 90% of the jokes are like, dude, imagine working a 9 to 5, but it's like dinosaurs and you're a caveman. I'm like, dude, okay.
I don't even know what it's like to be a caveman. I can't relate to this humor at all.
And then the Jetsons the same thing, but now it's in the future.
In the future. I don't know what it's like at all, dude.
I never thought about that. Oh, shit.
Never flown in a car. Is that funny? Is that clever?
Wow.
But I have seen a cat kill a mouse before, so I get Tom and Jerry. I think I get how that's funny.
Yeah, anybody can understand.
I've heard a cat scream before, so I know what it's like.
All right, here's an example of shit that was on there. It's this thing called, wait, what the hell? Where'd it go? Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels.
Sounds like more
1977 cartoon. If it was on in the 70s and nobody gives a shit about it now, why the fuck would you bring it back with Boomerang?
I've seen that fucking character before.
And all those shitty Scooby-Doo like revamps that just didn't stick.
I've seen this.
Like what is this? Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue. Oh wait, that's from 2006. That was on
Which
Boomerang.
one pissed me off the most? Looney Tune Babies, where they all live at grandma's house and they're all babies. And I was like, dude, I'm like 9 years old. I don't need to be seeing these Looney Tune characters as babies. And they're always all sleepy and stuff, and they're always drinking milk and shit. I'm like, I'm not at grandma's. I don't want to watch my cartoons at grandma's. I want them to be fighting and stuff. They're like more docile.
I want to see them blow shit up. Yeah.
Why did your shitty cartoon experience line up with mine? Every time I was subjected to watching like PBS or
we're just talking about PBS when you're pissing.
Any of those like shitty cartoons, it was always at my grandma's house where I didn't have access to Cartoon Network.
They didn't have cable.
Yeah. So I just had to watch like Looney Tune Babies or whatever.
Looney Tune Babies, they shouldn't be babies.
No, they should. Yeah, and they were
more questions than answers.
So docile
Who are their parents?
for little babies.
Where are their mommies?
I didn't see a single fucking giant Acme mallet in any of those baby
way less TNT.
Yeah.
How did their upbringing change so much? Like as adults, they were ridiculous. The Looney Tunes.
They were like friends as babies. It's
had
kind of a tragedy.
Had to have been drugs
together.
At some point,
they're putting Acme crack in the Looney Tune.
Yeah.
House.
That grandma died and something happened to those children. They went into foster care or something and they got warped in their mid-teens.
Well,
feel so bad for those baby Looney Tunes. Mm-hmm. Really breaks my heart.
Was there a baby Elmer Fudd in that show?
Probably.
What happens where he wants to fucking kill?
Oh, he goes,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be so funny to be just imagine leaving your little baby.
To hate him.
All these fucking animals.
Oh my god, he's real.
My grandma went through like 15 TVs when she'd have to make me watch that shit. I gotta look up it.
It's fucking insane.
This sucks.
I hate the baby Tasmanian devil. I hate him. Yeah. They're just like, look how cute they are. They're all in diapers too, and there's never even any piss stains or shit marks. I'm like, are they even really in diapers? Like, what the hell is going on?
Every episode started, if I remember correctly, with like, this person's feeling bad. We need to help them with this way.
I remember just
like,
fuck
off, dude.
I think it started with like, there'd always be like nap times and stuff, or maybe that's how they end with Granny being like, okay, everybody, like, now you gotta take a nap. I'm like, what kind of lessons is this teaching about harmony and napping and baby Elmer Fudd? Like, that shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
He's a hardened hunter. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, man. The fuck?
And that goddamn... in the Tweety Bird, what? Just cool, Sylvester. Actually, they probably still... I can't even remember if they fought. They probably did. It
was probably very tame fighting.
Pillow fights.
Yeah.
They probably declawed the cat for anything. Like, they just really made it down.
That's why he became such an asshole. You got declawed.
Are cats more... You're like our cat expert, Brian. Are they more aggressive if they're declawed?
Resident cat expert, Brian.
I mean, it definitely gives them
proximity to me. I'm sure.
I think it's just like a weird thing to do to a cat.
Some weird little cat facts, I'm sure, trickled down to Brian at some point.
But if you detongue them, they can't meow anymore in the night, and that is completely actually okay. They
don't
even need the
tongue. That's completely fine. Exactly. They just need their teeth.
They can do both.
Makes sense.
then you got a stuffed animal. You basically got a teddy bear that can purr, and that's
Like, how many
who
things
doesn't
can
want
you
that?
surgically take off of a cat? And it's
100. I don't know. I'm not the cat expert, but I'd assume at least 100. Every toe, every finger. That's what 50. You get the tails and on there,
Tails
tongues, the
completely,
teeth.
How many toes do
Whiskers.
cats have?
Depends if they're polydactyl or not. They could have up to 6.
I've seen cats with a big thumb.
It's
Yeah.
true.
And then it's like, who even knows how many that is if they have that on every hand?
I remember I went down to Key West and they're like, you need to look out for, I think it's like Ernest Hemingway's like 6-toed cats. They're all over Key West. And you go down there, you know what I saw? A bunch of fucking homeless people. That's all I was there. I didn't see
you
a
the
single
cat?
fucking cat. I didn't
Yeah, all the
see.
cats.
They talk about all the chickens in the road. I saw a lot more homeless people than I saw any of those things.
Well, people probably didn't want to tell you before you went to be careful about the homeless people.
Make sure to check out all the homeless people. They love it down there. That's like the one place I wouldn't want to be if I was homeless, I think, would be Key West.
I think it's
There's a bunch of
like
just
the
infinite
warmth.
chickens and cats.
chicken-
That's
Chickens
true.
and
There's a lot of
cats.
street food. A lot of
Yeah,
street meat
exactly.
out
It
there.
sounds like paradise.
They probably all went there in the promise of free food. Like that's
You telling me
exactly
they
what
got
happened.
6-toed cats walking around that place?
Yeah,
And
a little bit
chickens?
extra meat on that cat. Yeah, a
Damn.
little extra toe bean.
And then everything else is just bars and t-shirt shops. Oh, yeah.
that's
That's like the place to be as a homeless person. Never mind, I
Just
take it
did the
back.
biggest. I was gonna say
Yeah,
180.
fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
We're
that's
walking
the
the
best
streets,
place.
bars and t-shirt shops.
Yeah, where would you want to go if you were homeless? Because
Heaven.
I think about that. Like, you think so? You'd probably just die.
I think we should send them all to heaven. Yeah. I hope
don't know
all
where
homeless people go straight to heaven.
I don't think Indiana's a great.
That's very noble of you.
Yeah.
All homeless people go to
I
heaven.
think I'd want to go I think California beach town is the ideal promised land because it's not
Yeah,
too
it's cliche. You're going to be there with all the
hot.
other homeless people.
Well, I'm gonna fit in just
That's
fine.
fine.
Don't
Yeah,
you wanna be a
The weather's
novelty?
great there.
Yeah, I
Oh,
want to
you're
go
right. I
somewhere
want to be
cool.
the old homeless man on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
In the snow-covered mountain.
I would
I'm
move
the
to a
only
place
guy
where they
that's
don't
ever
have
been
any homeless
here.
people. I'd go
Yeah.
to fucking Vermont or something. Be like
They'd
the
be
one
more likely
homeless
to
guy
give
there.
you things, probably.
I'm gonna be in the
Like little handful of
Hamptons.
quarters.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in like a super rich neighborhood. Just as the one
Yeah.
homeless guy.
Martha's
Yeah.
Vineyard, the one homeless guy in Martha's Vineyard.
Trick-or-treating. Yeah.
That one island, the Catalina, whatever
Yeah.
island.
Catalina
Whatever it's
wine
called.
mixer, homeless man.
Yeah, whatever that place is, if that's real. I think there's goats there, wandering goats. Cheese, milk, meat.
Yeah, free food. Yeah.
Fuck
I
Key
don't know.
West, dude, with the wandering cats. I'd rather eat goats all day.
Some places have cows.
applied
too.
itself.
Yeah, cows. I think if you were a homeless man, you had to. This is
Just be a
getting
homeless guy in
gross,
someone's
but
front
like
barn.
kill and prepare an entire cow, you'd be wildly unprepared.
Yeah, I think
That's-
so too. Yeah.
I would not know what to. I mean, granted, I'm not some sort of cow expert. We've got a different guy for that, but I'd imagine you would just hit it with a big hammer and then start eating away at its belly or something.
Yeah, they've got
The
those little,
zombie.
like the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
machine.
Oh yeah, the no coach frill
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
As a homeless person, I'd hate to be wasteful. So, like,
I'd eat the entire cow. of
yeah,
course,
you would have to eat because
That could last you a year. A big
if you're
cow.
if you're
cows are
stealing,
huge.
which let's be honest, killing somebody's cow is stealing, and you just take one steak's worth off of it, like that's like
I'd
come
give
on.
them a couple of free pictures for that cow or something. I'd make it worth their money. You know, I
Yeah,
hey, I'll do all the Wojak in front of this cow I'm about to eat or something, dude.
Yeah.
Soy jack
Leave it
off
behind.
this, okay? That's what I was calling you earlier. Soy jack.
No,
Let's
no,
talk
that's a
about
great
this.
topic.
Talk
If
about-
you're going to be homeless, where would you go? What is your destination? I think that
Probably-
is because that could happen to any and all of us.
I'd hang around my apartment complex. They would be.
We don't
They
have
would-
jobs.
Your fiance would probably let you in, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If
they'd
you,
probably
if
just
you
let
were
me right
like,
back in.
I'm homeless now, can I come live with you and have the exact same life I had previously?
Yeah, that's probably what I'd choose. You're right. That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Shit, that's big
That's a
brain.
damn good deal. I'd probably take that up. I hope Abby keeps the place if I'm hopeless. You know, move in.
And then
with
I'm
her.
just in the bedroom with her, and yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta stay in the basement area
Yeah,
where
you
you used to
guys.
work.
Yeah.
Get out of here, dude.
Within a day, Brian and I have already moved in. We're taking care of the family. Need a man around the house. She's a traditional wife.
Sam gets to play video games down in the basement. You guys bring him
It's the best,
chicken
best
nuggets
thing that's
and
ever
stuff.
happened to him.
Yeah, I don't
What
got to
have
take
I
care of
done?
it. Dude, the 2-year-old for some reason hates my guts all of a sudden. I don't know what I did.
What did you do?
Nothing, I
the
have
one
done
that was
nothing.
supposed
I've
to be on
given her
your
nothing
side.
but love and compassion, and she just decided she doesn't like me no more. Hurts my feelings.
What did you? What did you not do? That's the question.
I don't know, man. I don't fucking
What you
know.
didn't
Maybe
do.
take her to Vegas.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
vacay.
I'm gonna show you the world.
Yeah,
Let her
Find
gamble.
all
that's
her
a
favorite-
bond.
Give
That's
her
a
some of
bonding
those-
experience.
all of her
If we,
favorite
Here's some of
movie
those
characters.
microdose gummies to rewire her brain.
yeah.
You love me. You love me. You love me. You love me.
Yeah.
Rewire her. This is
I'm your
Elvis
favorite,
Presley.
I'm your
He's
favorite.
real. Yeah, you
Yeah.
love me. You probably believe all the like characters are real at that age. Should be a prime time to go to Vegas. All the blinky lights on
Yeah,
all the
she'd be really
games.
stoked to
Yeah,
see Elvis.
show the globe.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh my
shit,
God,
from the
it's
Austin
Elvis.
Butler movie, she'd
Yeah.
say.
Olivia, hold up this phone. Record this Elvis for me.
Yeah.
Just stand here. Oh man,
Yeah. I would.
you should give her more. You should give her like preferential treatment. Give her free toys and
It
stuff.
sounds like he
you
already
know.
does.
Bribe
He
her.
definitely gives
Yeah,
her
what is she
more
paying
love
for around your house?
in his heart.
Yeah,
You give her some free stuff for once, maybe.
exactly. Give her extra snacks.
I
Slide
give
her
her
an
stuff all the
extra
time. I give her a little.
tater tot.
I have like there's a drawer in the kitchen full of like lollipops, the little dum dums. I'll slip her a little dum dum. So here you go, you little dum dum. Boop, poke that in her
So-
mouth.
That's like from
She
the
loves
museum.
She loves
She's
it.
like, I don't like a
Dum,
kiss
dum,
ass.
dum,
Fuck
dum.
off.
Yeah,
I don't-
that's basically her
Damn.
vibe. She's an asshole, dude. I don't know what's going on.
She licks it and sticks it to your forehead.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dad. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're a bad parent or something. I,
think
don't know.
I think
You got
I'm a
both
bad
your
parent.
kids.
You
and
know what I
just
should
not-
do?
There's
I
some
should
pretty-
just go be a homeless guy. I think
You
we
should show them PBS.
fuck that.
Let them
dude.
miss you a little bit.
Charborg's
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
dude. I want to be a homeless
Distance.
guy. I'm gonna go. I would be one of those railroad bums that rides the trains all day.
Boxcar Kid.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I would go
That'd be
from
really fun,
city to
Thomas.
city and get up to hijinks and stuff. One little town, I might be Rambo. Next little town, I'll be like a little guy in a wheelchair yelling slurs at somebody when they take my picture. I could be anything, you know.
Do whatever you want.
Each
You
new
could go
town,
travel
you
the
come
whole
up with a
world.
new
You're
identity.
homeless. Yeah.
And
Yeah, they're not gonna
And
remember
then
you.
everyone doesn't care. They just think you're a fucking bum because
Yep.
that's how our society works. You come off
bums
that
aren't
train,
held accountable.
Come
You
off
can
that
do whatever
train
you
with
want.
Your big hat with a hole in it and your patchy
Yeah.
elbows and stuff. You
Yep.
go, I'm a magician. They go, bum, get out of town.
I don't even have a backpack. I got
Just a
the
sad
stick
state.
with a
Yeah,
fucking
bindle.
Yeah, the worst way of carrying
I
stuff.
can reinvent
I
myself
don't-
in this town.
Yeah.
I'm a banker. Get out of town, you damn bum.
my stick and bindle or whatever. I got a full ass
Yeah.
suit. I got
You
all
turn
my
around,
wares.
I feel like that
three-piece
entire thing
suit.
could come apart and you wouldn't notice for 5 miles. You're just walking.
I know.
Yeah, just
My
carrying a little
stick got
rag on
lighter.
his
I think.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my life. Oh, my wallet, my ID, all my money.
It's all gone. Yeah, I think backpacks were a huge advancement in tech for homeless people.
Oh
Yeah, holy shit.
If you went back in time, you'd have to immediately show someone some schematics for like a pair of jeans and a backpack. Like you just need some couple modern day conveniences.
Yeah. And then that would elevate a
Pocket.
homeless person's life so much more. Yeah, pockets.
It's like 2001: A
Yeah.
Space Odyssey. They enter a new era of like homelessness.
Yeah.
Now that they've got the
You're
backpack,
like a modern homeless person. Oh,
Whoa. Yeah, it's still not great. But,
Not great.
Well, no, then you
Yeah.
know what's one past backpack? We've already passed that. Shopping cart. Just get a whole
Oh, yeah.
shopping cart full of stuff. It's like a big metal backpack.
that's
I would
true,
so
yeah.
I
It's
would
got
so use
wheels.
a shopping cart. That
Yeah.
would be fun, honestly. I might
You
do
can ride
that
it
just for
down
fun
hills
one
and
day.
shit.
Get
seen-
off-road wheels on it. I'd like, soup it up,
Ooh.
get it all lifted.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe paint it or get some underglow or
Investments
something.
into your
Yeah.
property. That's awesome.
I get a big sail on it and a big
It's a
thing I could
forward-thinking
turn.
homeless person.
Sunroof.
Yeah, sunroof, a couple roll-down windows.
Driving
on
it by and
the
Yeah.
splashing people with your cart on the sidewalk.
But it shoots up into my ass because it's a shopping cart. No bottom. Oh no! You have to really be going in a shopping cart to splash me like that car. You're going a goddamn 40 miles an hour in your shopping cart.
Yeah, dude, I would sleep in the car and have a little like tarp cover me and stuff. What a
God, at
pleasant.
our age, I can't imagine waking up in a shopping cart. And
Yeah.
my back would hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I didn't even think about that. Like when we were in California, a lot of those homeless people were like old.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
suck. Like I've slept like
that
on
would
the
suck.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad I'm not doing that.
Sam discovers empathy. I slept on on the
that would
fucking
suck,
carpeted floor recently, and like I woke up, I was like, "Holy fuck!" My back on a perfectly flat, sanitary carpeted floor that had been recently vacuumed. Like I couldn't imagine being a homeless person sleeping
I'll
on the
sleep
street.
in my own bed sometimes and just wake up almost like paralyzed.
Yeah, you sleep funny, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how those homeless people do it. Sleeping out there.
Those are some hardy people. Better than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the real heroes.
Yeah. I was like better than us. More resilient than us.
Give them a salute.
Certainly more resilient.
Hardy. They're hardier.
I'd just get a house, to be honest. It would kind of suck.
I don't see why they don't do that.
Yeah, just get the house.
A houseboat would be kind of cool if you're homeless. I mean, I don't know where I'm going with that because you wouldn't be homeless anymore. You would have a houseboat.
Yeah.
But like just a big
They say
raft
one of the cheapest
floating down
things you can
rivers.
get is a boat. So
Yeah, it's a good investment. At least.
like a
It's
house-sized one, I'm sure is really cheap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what if they just had an RV or a goddamn houseboat?
Yeah.
Oh, you're homeless, so you live on a yacht or something?
They haven't even thought of the alternatives to a traditional house. Stupid. Yeah. Oh shit, yeah, it costs a ton of money, doesn't it?
I saw some video where it was. Have you ever heard of Slab City? It's like this place out.
City.
I think it's in like Nevada or something like that. It's basically
big, massive tent.
It's just a big concrete
Oh.
fucking piece of shit out in the middle of the desert, and a bunch of like homeless people just congregate there. It's like
Burning
hippies.
Man?
It's like
Like a
hippie.
Burning Man
It's like
type?
Burning Man, but without
Permanent.
without the trendiness. Like these are just homeless people, and
Yeah, it's not hipster.
yeah, it's not hipsters. It's
A
not people.
concrete house in the desert. That's where I'd go if I were homeless.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah,
ideal.
that sounds
Well, I
pleasant.
was watching this documentary on it, and there was like homeless people that were like not quite homeless. They were like, I live in like this ramshackle like shed thing that I put together, and it's like a community. It's actually very romanticized the way that they live together and barter and everything amongst themselves. But then enters like halfway through the thing I was watching, like this guy is like level 99 homeless. He walks in. It was like
I don't have
Lawrence
a
of
house at all.
This guy comes in a like a Lawrence of Arabia shot, like a long shot of him just walking in from the middle of the desert.
I've
and
never even been in a house.
He looks like
Yeah,
Iggy
I know.
Pop. He looks like Iggy Pop, and he's wearing a loincloth, and he has a horse, and that's it.
That's awesome.
He's just walking next to a horse in a loincloth. And he just walks up. He's like, "You guys got some feed for my horse?" Like, he has nothing. He has fucking nothing.
Homeless. Wait, is this in the desert?
Yes, he's just in the desert with a fucking horse.
I mean, that's so cool. Also,
so cool. There's
prepped-
one guy living like that. That's awesome.
Like this guy was about to be this like torrential, like he was gonna be the downfall of this society. He's just
No.
a cool guy with a
He's
horse.
the
that showed up.
coolest
Yeah, he's
guy
a
ever. He's
loincloth
the
and a
coolest
horse.
homeless guy, hands down.
That's sweet. I mean, yeah, he sounds like the coolest guy. Like
Yeah.
you don't even
No,
have to put
like-
the homeless there.
Like it was very reminiscent of like an
Diaper,
old
horse.
western, like a western movie. Like he showed up to Slab City as if it was part of his route, and he
Yeah,
got some
he did.
supplies. He bartered for shit, and then he went. Him and his horse
What did
fucking
he
walked
barter
back out
with?
into the desert, never to
Yeah,
be
what are you
seen
fucking
again.
doing?
What did he pull out of his loincloth? What the hell?
He bartered, I don't know what he bartered with.
A little handful of sand or something.
Yeah.
God.
I've got glass shards
Yeah,
here.
yeah, these are diamonds.
Yeah.
He
Jewels.
He
Yeah,
might have
he's
had
almost putting
saddlebags on that horse, but I'm pretty sure he had fucking nothing, dude.
I got a gallon of horse piss. Okay, you want that? I'll give
He's
you
got
that.
a roll of
for some-
$100 bills that
Yeah.
he just.
Yeah, it'd be great if he you guys think Venmo? He has a little
Yeah.
iPhone in his
You guys got Wi-Fi out here.
Apple Watch. He's got an Apple Watch.
Should just be able to tap this card right to it. And pay. Yeah, guy sounds cool. I saw a little docu-series about the homeless people that live in like abandoned like subway tunnels basically, but they were really like there was a really initial violent streak of people fighting for it, and then it got massively cleared out by police
Where
or
is this?
something. I want to say New York, but I could be wrong. It might be in like some other city where maybe I know like some cities have weird abandoned subway, like Cincinnati and so like I want to say New York, and now there's only like 5 homeless guys living in it, and this guy had been there.
Got too violent.
Well, it had been cleared out by police or something, and he had been there for 30 or 40 years or something crazy, and he had electricity. He knew how to wire it from the street all the way down and around, and he had like this system of climbing like 15 feet up in the air into his little hole, and then he had a computer in there with internet.
That's a home at this point.
It's like a stone home, but he also had like a very scary walk to this place, and then he occasionally had to fight people. He just had this big metal rod where he's like, "This is my defense."
Did you touch my computer while I was gone?
Yeah, he knew a couple guys down there that like either moved or died, and there was just like a lot of drama about what had gone down. But he was the last. He has some. I can't remember the name of it. Like the last tunnel rat of like it was like it used to be a massive colony, and now he's one of the few remainders. And yeah, he's just like he had a pretty nice setup. I mean, not
do you think
really, but
by the way, you have to consider that what you were watching was from his point of view, so it might have some bias, but
it was
at the peak
a guy being like, "What the hell is this place?"
At the peak of that little homeless civilization, do you think he was like a good guy within the? Or do you think he was
had
like
murdered a man
he was
before?
I
don't.
know.
Well, also most of the
city.
people down there were in there because they were like wanted and stuff. I think was part of it. Like they were in hiding.
Because I feel like the last guy in a homeless civilization is like the baddest
with his brother,
motherfucker.
and his brother died or something. And I don't know. Yeah, he's like he killed them all. He killed them all, and now he rules that tunnel. Yeah, that's how he got the computer and the cow.
He's got the computer all to himself now. He can.
And everything salvaged from everybody else's shit.
I think he did a lot of like recycling for money and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, so he's a force for good.
Yeah,
he's like Captain Planet.
I think he did
like
because he just
Spider-Man,
liked recycling, and then he's like, "What? I can make a couple of quarters off this too."
Yeah, it was purely motivated by the good nature. He's like, "Oh man,
what the hell? You'll pay me for this? Yeah. Okay, I was already gonna do it." Yeah,
I saw a very similar thing.
I don't remember what it's called or what he did.
There was people living in it was like some city in Brazil. They were like living in the sewers the same way, and the Brazilian police, like their SWAT team, to solve the problem, they just opened up the manholes and poured gasoline down there.
Yeah,
and just lit it on fire and like just fired them out. I don't know why it would bother you that much that there's people living under that. It adds kind of a Futurama kind of appeal to your city.
It's
kind of cool.
There's the
even
under
richer.
people.
Yeah, it's like not only do I live in a high rise above the people on ground level, there's a subterranean level of colony of people. I'm truly up there, but they had to.
Maybe they're being weirdos down there.
To eradicate
making noises.
I'm okay with people being down there as long as they don't
crawl
come
out
up.
of the hole.
Well, as long as they're normal, regular people living in the holes in the ground, then they're being weird even a little.
Yeah.
So you're saying they should just lock the sewers down so they can't get out?
No, I want them to lock the grates so they can't come up. But I want them to add little places where, like Futurama, their eyes can pop up. And they can reach a hand in maybe and like take something off your plate or whatever.
Like a kid with a balloon.
Yeah, they can like live in the walls of a regular house.
It could be like a tourist attraction. You get people down there and get some tourism money.
They could have like little gardens down there and stuff, and of plants that don't need a lot of sunlight and
mushroom gardens.
The mushroom garden, fungi garden. Be a cool little place, but nope, they firebombed it and it killed them all with their fire bombs. So
that's how it goes.
Maybe that guy rode his horse all the way from his firebomb sewer to the desert.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I'm sure he had his horse down there in the sewers. That horse has seen some shit, dude.
That's what a probably bad card for that horse to be dealt because you don't really get to pick.
Yeah.
Like I would hate to be a horse.
I would rather be in a glue factory than be with this fucking guy.
It's really, I mean, it's not a. Maybe it likes it. I don't know. In the desert, I can't imagine a lot of horses like to be there.
It's a dumb animal. Of course, it likes the one guy it hangs out with.
What's
of course,
that movie with the desert horse race?
Hidalgo.
Yeah, it could be like a Hidalgo situation.
This guy was kind of a cool figure, like Viggo Mortensen. So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, kind of a.
What if it was the real Hidalgo? I mean, it could be.
It could be. Yeah.
Who it was based off of?
Yeah.
This guy's horse was fucking old and broken, dude. This is like. I saw this horse and I said,
like 100, 200 years old. So
that is an old nag. Like when someone calls a horse an old nag,
nag.
That's like the starting horse on Red Dead for sure.
Oh, wasn't a beautiful Clydesdale walking through the.
It wasn't a show horse for sure. This thing's back.
Pop man.
Its back was fucking booed.
That's sad. God, horses are great. I just recently saw some horses, and every time I'm reminded, they're kind of scary. Like because I grew up with miniature horses, so they're much more like, I'm bigger than them, and real horses, they're just fucking huge, beautiful creatures. But it's like you're petting them, and I'm like, if they probably bite my finger straight off, or just kick me in the head and I'd explode.
What was that talking horse? You guys remember that?
BoJack
like
Horseman.
Yeah, that's it. There was some talking horse show about I don't even remember.
Talking horse
some
show.
Horse who would say shit.
Like what?
BoJack Horseman, I think, is the only thing that fits.
Is it live action or animated?
No, this is a real horse. They somehow got this horse to talk.
Oh wait, was it a race horse movie?
Is it Mr. Ed?
Yeah, Mr. Ed.
Okay, it's like a black and white.
What the hell is Mr. Ed?
Wait, this is so much older than I remember, dude.
This is your Little Rascals. What is this? This horse could talk. Holy shit!
They play this shit on Boomerang.
Was it funny?
I don't remember. I just remember that's my horse fact. Is I remember
the
a show that had
is
a talking
the horse talks and sounds like a man. So it's probably just.
It's a sitcom.
Mr. Ed. That's like the only thing I hear right now. I'm looking at this
sitcom about a talking horse.
143 episodes, baby.
There's like 3 characters in this show. There's the horse and the fucking horse owners.
You guys got to see Mr. Ed. There was a Mr. Ed Viagra commercial, apparently.
Oh my god, what?
How did they make Mr. Ed's mouth move? People also ask.
I couldn't tell you.
He learned to move his lips on cue and the trainer touched his hoof. I'd figured peanut butter.
Viagra, Mr. So wait, was there like a commercial where you just see a big giant horse cock or something?
I'm not sure. I'm going to go to the most replayed moment and see if there's a cock involved.
The goddamn people also ask. It's just a bunch of like old ass people that was Mr. Ed a real talking horse? Did they use peanut butter for Mr. Ed? Did they use peanut butter on Mr. Ed? And they make sure to say they did not use any peanut butter to make Mr. Ed talk.
No peanut butter. It was this was a fucking
this horse could.
It blew a big leaf blower in his
horse
face.
We've ever had.
Clint Eastwood appeared in season 2, episode 25 of Mr. Ed.
Mr. Beast?
Before he was a big Mr. Beastwood. Before he was a big star. On an episode called Clint Eastwood Meets Mr. Ed. Wow. Would have thought. Cool. You glance right over that, not even know he's in it.
It's called Clint Eastwood Meets Mr. Ed.
He got to meet Mr. Ed?
This was in like the late 60s, so he was like a star.
This is in the early 60s. It says before stardom.
Oh, before?
But he looks star-ish in it. It's
Wait,
around
this is
era.
before stardom, but they bothered naming it Clint Eastwood Meets Mr. Ed. Like, why would they name it like that?
Well, maybe like
Mr. Ed was probably bottom tier famous.
Yes,
anybody's probably more famous than Mr. Ed.
Not stardom, you know. He looks good in it. I mean, for a guy in a talking horse show. Oh my God, did this hit color at one point? Color TV?
Oh my God, I got Mr. Ed in color.
No, it ended 1963.
They did 6 seasons in 2 years? How the hell did they do that?
It's probably not that much to get a horse to like.
Dude, they really mastered that whole hoof tickle technique, and they were like, "We got to milk this."
Pumping them out daily episodes.
Get 3 hours of his lips moving. We can add anything in there.
Guys, I found a Mr. Ed 2004 unsold TV pilot.
Oh,
I'm watching this evening.
I'm buying Mr. Ed merch. I bet I'm gonna go to an estate sale one day and find a life-size cutout of Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed's hoof or something.
Mr. Ed action figure by Mattel.
Yeah, is there really?
Yep, it's a horse head. It's a Mr. Ed talking plush hand puppet from 1962. You put your hand in and go boop, 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 boop.
It's
Ooh.
and
Oh, I
also
need
when you
one of
look up
these.
Mr. Ed action figure, the RoboCop ED209 and Mr. Kinney action figure set pops up, and that looks badass. He's got a hole in him for an action figure. Very cool. The horse puppet is pretty gross looking, to be
Yeah, it
honest.
doesn't
It's a
look
mixture
nearly
of
as cool.
fabric and plastic or
The
something.
box looks cool though. That
Looks
he
like a
came
llama,
in.
sort of.
It doesn't even look like the Mr. Ed from the show, the Mr. Ed I know and love.
yeah.
Yeah.
A different the color to him. Mommy, what'd they do to Mr. Ed?
This is the most horrifying picture I've ever seen on eBay.
Dude, I'm not even hungry anymore. This bastard is still
Dude,
probably an
my
hour
stomach
away.
is
so
I wasn't
far
even-
away.
I'm not. I don't want this beer now.
How far
Dude,
is the
there
place
is
ordered
no-
from?
It's supposed to. It's GoPuff is like It's just they've got locations all over, and you can buy. Like I just bought some snacks and a beer. And
You're gonna
they
be
just-
snacking alone this evening, just sitting in the.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
you
gonna
wait.
be
You
going
bought
to bed.
snacks and a beer for a podcast. It's gonna be over by the time these people
I know,
even
I'm
show
full.
up.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They're getting somehow further away, and I paid $2.90 for expedited delivery.
I'm telling you.
Dude, what?
This is what I get for being financially responsible, though, and ordering food during my era of financial responsibility. So
Yeah. You
Being
break
punished for
that
your
rule
sin.
once and you get screwed over by these people.
You get fucked
yeah.
over.
they're gonna ring my doorbell at like
insane.
fucking
It's been
2
2
a.m. Like,
hours.
they're gonna wake my dog up. It
I
has
would
been-
fucking
Have you messaged the guy, being like, "What
I
the
contacted
fuck are you
support.
doing?"
my beer and Skittles.
I contacted support. This is how long ago they said, "I'm so sorry. We'll give you $2 back." It should be there by 10:36 at the latest. It is now over an hour past that.
You're gonna get an empty thing of food. This
Yeah.
guy's snacking on it. He's
Yeah,
eating
you
your
gotta-
rest of
I
the
wanted
piece.
some chips and a Cliff Bar, man. I'm a little peckish. And a couple Coronas.
I can tell.
And maybe a Diet Coke or something.
Dude, 5 minutes before we started, you're like, "Guys, I might have to leave in 5
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some food." And
That's the
I
rest
honestly
of it,
should
dude.
just cancel it because what the hell?
I honestly, dude, I feel like such a little bitch now because I'll order something from a place and then I'll see the distance from my house. And if they're on their way to my place and they divert and drop off somebody else's order before they get to me, I fucking get so pissed off. Because I'm like, my food is now that
you have to
many
now
degrees
pay.
colder.
You have to
0.3
pay now
colder,
to be
yeah.
the first drop off on a route,
First
which I
guy,
fucking
yeah.
hate. It's such.
On DoorDash, that doesn't work.
Oh, they do that? Oh, message failed to send. Ugh. They,
They're cock-blocking you.
on Uber Eats, they do that. And it sucks.
Yeah.
And on
No, they
now
offer
GoPuff,
that.
They haven't.
They offer that on DoorDash, but I follow the DoorDash subreddit for drivers, and they have found out that when you pay for the extra, like expedited delivery, it just throws it in the regular roster of orders. You don't get expedited delivery. Your shit just gets picked up like normal.
You're
They're
gonna
just
pay for them
pocketing
not
that
to take a
extra
bite out of
order.
it.
That's so shit.
yeah.
Yeah, you just pay like an extra $3 or whatever, and they just take it. They don't give a fuck.
I accidentally.
And the Dash doesn't get the money.
No,
right?
they don't get the
Auto
money.
gave them 5 stars while doing. I was trying to.
Dude,
end
you were getting
a chat with somebody.
absolutely fucked
You
over.
psycho, dude.
I wasn't really paying attention. I just clicked like next, and it started on 5 stars. Fuck you.
Yeah.
How are they never gonna learn from their behavior? They're gonna know.
Yeah.
They're gonna ask you, man. Why? If you didn't get
Yeah,
your
but-
food, why'd you rate it 5 stars, man? We're not giving
Yeah.
you your refund.
You give him a $10 tip by accident. It's like,
Dude, is this
It's gonna be so sweet when it gets here, though. I'm gonna be so
those
happy for
sun
you.
chips?
yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm
gonna be so happy.
This podcast doesn't end until we see you eat it.
You're gonna be a
I'm gonna
skeleton in the
drink
bed
all
by the
12 of
time.
these beers right now.
Yeah.
Due to Indiana
I can't
law,
believe that.
also they have to deliver beer room temperature. So
What?
I won't even be able to enjoy the squeeze, the juice from all this squeeze, the fruits of my labor.
Maybe he got an ice cold beer and now he's just driving around until he gets to room temp. Like he's just obeying the
Yeah,
law.
he's got to
Dude, he
I
just-
cannot
I knew you-
deliver that.
You brought that up multiple
alright, man.
times, but that is the most insane, dumbass,
What's the logic?
kicking the
Yeah,
balls
there's
law
like a lot
I've
of
ever heard
weird
of.
alcohol
Only warm
laws.
beer. Warm beer, and that's
It's
it.
a punishment or something for something we did in the past. I don't know. It's like a Hunger Games type deal. I really don't know why they hate us.
Indiana.
They also, I've said this before, but like
It's
you
not
couldn't
even internal
get
law.
alcohol on Sunday until a couple of years ago. And now you can get alcohol on Sunday up until 8 p.m. And after that,
So you can drink at church, but not.
Yeah,
Not after church.
There's no logic. It's for the farmers or something, so they don't get too hungover for Monday harvest or some
protect
bullshit.
People from themselves.
Yeah,
Is there even a lot of farming up there in Indiana?
in parts there's a ton, but yeah. Oh my god, I just got pushed back again. Sorry. Like northern Indiana is a lot of. It's really flat. Southern Indiana, not so
Dude,
much.
you got to go out there and confront that guy.
Absolutely not going to do that. I'm not a
Yeah,
cop.
you have to ask.
I hope he's in the
What
red
took
cube.
you?
I hope.
Just add. I've been watching a lot of Curb, and
punk,
I am
would
so inspired
You're-
by Larry David.
You're
He just-
already too ornery.
Well, it's a Monday. It's not like it's busy. Like,
Yeah,
what
it's not
the
busy.
hell?
Like walk out there and be like,
Monday
"What
night.
the fuck?" It said you were gonna be here. I did a 2.5 hour podcast in the time that it said it was gonna be delivered.
I'm gonna kill you. Oh, yeah.
You don't have to
should
be
go
like
out
that.
there.
Just ask him.
I should go out there crying. Be like, what the
Yeah.
hell? I was
Yeah.
so fucking hungry a while ago. I guess I'll eat some sleep for dinner, huh? That what you I'll guilt him. Huh? I tipped you. This is how you treat
What if
me?
he's walking? Maybe he's just on foot.
Yeah.
I did
Maybe
get a,
Oh my
He pulls up on a
god.
hoverboard or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
He
I think
spilled
even
half
from the
the shit.
future, but you mean like
Yeah.
I think like a Marty
Yeah.
McFly.
On the
The battery's drained. He's got it tucked under his arm. He's
Doing
walking.
Back to the Future 2 hoverboard.
He might be having like a SpongeBob level like adventure to deliver your shit like he did with
True,
the
maybe
pizza.
he'll get a good podcast
Yeah.
story out of it or something.
Yeah,
Get him in here.
that's
When
why
he
you have
gets
to
there.
ask him. It
Man,
might be a
Boulder,
great
yeah.
podcast story.
Yeah, I want you to apologize to these people that waited for you.
What if he said, "You know what took me so long? I was on my way, and I was walking to my car,
Oh,
and this
yeah.
guy in a red cube Kia thing hit a puddle
Yeah.
and soaked me and your delivery, your sun chips, soaked me to the
He's
bone."
sympathetic. That's
I had to go home, get new clothes,
Yeah.
and re-get your order.
And
man.
then you would have.
Sorry.
That's where he would lose poop in that instance. If he said, "Well, first I had to go
He
home
let
and
you
get new
went
clothes," we'd be like, "No, you ride in that fucking puddle water like I did."
I just don't get. I'm
movie.
already running late to a movie. You want me to now go 20 minutes away?
No, if someone puddle fucks me like that, I'm just cutting my losses. The day's gone.
The day's over.
The guy won my
Yeah.
day. He
The real
beat
cutting
my
your
day.
losses is going. I can't change this right now.
No, you're a stronger man than me. You're going, fuck you. You think you fucked me over? I'm going in and enjoying my movie. But that's not me. I would crawl into my bed and cry and have dry
Well,
clothes on.
he's
Yeah.
won in a way because I've thought about it every day for 2 weeks since. But he's won the long
That's
game, the
true.
wait, was
psychological.
that was 2 weeks ago when that happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
It was
recounting
probably
it like it
a-
was.
This is recent.
It's probably like a
Yeah,
week
no.
ago. It's whenever
I thought-
we were
I
about
was
to do
imagining-
our.
Free in his head.
I think
It was 4 days ago.
It was last Wednesday or something. Last
Okay.
Thursday.
Man, that puddle's still.
Well,
Yeah.
You still got
Probably
puddles
You
still
still
wet.
taste it?
It's probably.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
gonna go back there and see what's in that puddle now. It's dried out. What kind of needles and shit.
You almost got superpowers like the Ninja Turtles.
I know that. What a
Yeah.
cool roundabout! If I was in the theater watching that, and I was like, "Whoa!"
you became a
Yeah,
turtle.
I turned into a regular sized turtle. What the hell is happening? That guy in the car becomes my shredder or whatever, my arch nemesis.
Oh man,
I actually know a lot about the turtles now.
I haven't seen Ninja Turtle stuff since I was like
I'm
5
not
or
even a
6.
big fan. I see where Sam's coming from. I did not need to watch that movie, but it was fun. It was a fun, surprisingly good time. So I'm glad I stuck through it. And that place has really good food for a movie theater. So it's pretty.
Is that the one that like serves burgers?
Yeah,
and
I
shit
got a
now?
buffalo
Okay.
chicken pizza that was actually good.
Oof.
And I asked the guy, further humiliation after he already has just like ignored all my shit. I'm like, do you have hot chocolate here? It just felt like cozy. It just felt like
Yeah.
something in the moment I
Fucking
could really use.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we don't have hot chocolate.
He beats the shit out of you.
I
He
could have
drags you out
sworn
there.
my friend told me that he's ordered a hot chocolate there before. But I guess not. I guess, yeah, it was a rainy day. It would have been perfect for it. So I guess I'll have a beer then. Okay.
You look like such a fool asking for hot chocolate when they didn't have it.
What are you, a kid? What are you, a kid
Covered
loser
in-
watching
covered in
Teenage Mutant
water.
Ninja Turtles?
You can see your little underwear through the
Yeah.
pants.
Wearing your white shorts, you can just see my underwear and penis.
Yeah.
You kid penis.
You're wearing
Tiny
like
little
Garfield
kid.
underwear.
Yeah.
Some shit.
My Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Master Splinter underwear. No, they're ruined.
Oh man.
This support's no use. I just said, I've been waiting 3 hours. They go, is this the right address? Yes, dude, that's not the problem.
Yeah.
That is the right address.
Dude, the target's
so
not the issue.
hungry.
It's
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
He's going more north. He's getting progressively further away.
This guy
drunk.
stole your
He drank your
Coronas.
beers.
It's seriously it's like it's a game of attrition. He's waiting for you to cancel it, dude.
I don't even want to look at this guy. You know, I just want him to drop it off, but I also have to show him my ID when he gets here. So I'm gonna have to be like, I'm not a confrontational person. I'm just gonna go, busy night.
Yeah, that's it.
Huh?
There's
Busy
something
night?
confrontational about what took you. Like
There is.
Yeah.
What took you? That's a
Yeah.
that's a
That's a little confrontational.
That's a
I
shot
feel
in the
like.
gut.
is that a
right there.
world of confrontation? Like if
You've been
if he
watching too
doesn't
much
get
Curb,
out
okay?
of
I'm
his
not an old
fucking
man.
car with a loaded excuse, then this guy is a psycho. He picked up
Yeah.
that order. You said his car's been driving. He's been driving for 2.5 hours without a
Tell him to go to the
destination.
zoo. Take his kids to the zoo or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's good.
fucking-
Look at
This
those
guy
kids
better
over
be
there.
knocking on your door and have an insane story.
I'm
That's like
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
not that, but like
Ow.
my tire blew out on the interstate or something. Like 2 hours? Come on, I'd be.
Or he's driving a tiny little car, like a little bitty one.
It better be like a
I'd be like,
Flintstones
okay.
mobile when he
Donkey
gets
truck.
there.
Yeah, he's walking with his feet. His
God.
fucking shoes are on fire.
Oh my God! You would not believe the night I had.
Then
Oh,
it makes
Yeah,
so
well, I was
sorry.
a little thirsty and a little hungry, buddy.
Yeah.
I do know. Whop. I should. It's perfectly legal in Indiana. I should just put my gun right up to the glass door and sign the little thing. What's up, dude?
be
What's your
so cool.
excuse? That'd be so cool. He'd probably think that's awesome.
Yeah, you guys have like
Heading
constitutional
more
carry
south.
or whatever. Up
We
there, right?
don't. You don't
Yeah.
have to have shit to
Yeah.
just walk around with a gun here.
Yeah, we just
How big
it
of a
just
gun?
got
Yeah.
that way in Florida too. Yeah,
I don't know
the
what it
Like
biggest
a
is.
pistol you
bazooka?
want to get,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, like a big
Yeah,
pistol.
like-
Like I think the
gun.
fatter you are, the bigger you because it has to be
Scales.
concealed. It has to be
Yeah.
concealed.
No,
Yeah.
it does. You can do open carry. You see,
Oh shit!
It-
you guys are the real
It does
Wild
scale
West.
though. It does scale though. So if, for me, I've got just like a Desert Eagle,
Mm-hmm.
and then another guy might
Gun
have
on my keychain, just hanging out.
Yeah.
my little hooker's gun or whatever, my little Austin Powers gun.
We have just concealed carry anybody, so you can't like see the
Indiana's
shape
a
of it.
sleeper. Like they've got it's the land of the free up here, buddy. But we have none of the other like tax benefits or anything of a red state. Like it's just really. I just saw an article the other day. It's like we're like I think we ranked 48th worst state or something in terms of economic growth and where
God
people
damn,
want to be
dude.
going.
Yeah,
That's not 50. That's not
no,
50. You know,
still
I'll
got
take-
Mississippi,
Yeah, there were
Yeah,
two
see, what's
others.
50. Which one is 50?
I think
Mississippi.
Yeah.
I think it was like
what's the second last one?
Delaware
That's funny.
or something, or
I forgot Delaware existed. I'm going to be honest.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
If you asked me to name all 50 states, I'd probably leave that one off.
I'd probably get.
Wait, it
about-
says Florida is. Wait, no, that's. Guys, that is Massachusetts.
can't
I thought
be
that was
worse.
Florida.
They look the same shape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
they
area.
really do.
I thought Mississippi like ranked the worst in terms of like average life expectancy, like infant mortality rate, education, literacy rates, everything, healthcare accessibility, food
Yeah,
accessibility.
but they've got that good food. So
Oh yeah,
we're
I mean,
a food
that's-
desert here. So I'd live in a worse financial state with a little better food.
that's true. They got
Except,
blues.
I guess I
blues
could just
music.
live in a better state with better food, but look at all the shit I have. I'd have to move it all. And
Oh my god, yeah, I couldn't imagine. Like if there was one friend
Pick it
that was
up.
like, "Hey, you want to help me move?" If it was you, I'd be like, "You can fuck off and die."
I can't
dude.
wait though.
I am not
That's a
helping you
really
move.
big
Yeah.
question.
That's a
Yeah, my
dangerous
friends
question
are-
from
I
you.
mean, I'm just gonna
every single.
I feel like if Brian was like,
artifact.
"You want to help me move?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sure." It's like a computer chair and a
I'd be
fucking
like, you
pillow or
need
something.
and a bed.
What kind of help are you
bed.
needing? Just like moral support?
Yeah. I just need someone with a truck,
Yeah.
my bed on it. That's it.
I'll
Grab
start
the other
anew.
side of this mattress. Then we'll come
Thanks,
back
man.
for the chair.
Let's
That's
see, the
all we need.
ideal situation
I got a TV.
is that if I move, my roommate just stays here and I can just leave like 80% of the furniture and be like, wait, just let me know when you move.
One thing every like month, you come back and grab like put something in the backseat of your car.
Yeah, just a couple quick oddities or whatever, a couple pipes. This guy is now absolutely booking it to my house. He is making incredible ground.
That's exciting.
I'm kind of worried
contact them,
now
be like,
because I
"Get
just
over
contacted
here."
support and was like, "Where the hell's my? This guy's gonna come in here with a fucking vengeance."
You contact support. You contact support on me.
He's going
Motherfucker's trying to go
really
above
fast
me.
down the highway.
Contact my boss. This guy's gonna come at you swinging with some.
Jesus Christ, he's made it like 20 miles in like 5 minutes. What the hell is this guy doing?
He's speeding in a red cube, dude. He's good.
You see where they try to get people to like they'll have like standoffs and be like cancel your order, and they're like talking back and forth with the people who ordered.
Oh God!
It's like I think it's like someone like if you cancel, they don't lose money or something. I don't know how it works.
They get half the money, I think, and they don't get dinged on their shit, but you have to pay
Yeah,
if you cancel. So it's like
You cancel.
they'll play chicken
No,
or
fuck
whatever.
you. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. I'm not. Okay. He's absolutely. He got off the wrong way and he's going the complete opposite direction again. Well, maybe, yeah, fuck this guy. I guess I'm going to cancel this shit.
I heard some of those places they get paid by the amount of time they spend on the delivery. So
This guy just maybe he's about to go on fucking
Yeah,
vacation, dude. Holy
He's about to
shit.
retire.
Oh my God.
Head up to his
Bought a
fucking
timeshare
weekend
or
cabin or
something.
something. Yeah.
Honestly, it
He's
sounds
got
like
his little snacks with him. They just keep clicking.
Ooh, sun chips and a
beers.
Cliff Bar. Hell yeah.
yeah.
The whole point of this app is like it's not like DoorDash times. It's like just going to the goddamn gas station, getting you some snacks. It's cheap. It's not. It's a goddamn.
What app is it?
Go Puff. Don't buy
Go
it.
Puff,
Don't
Go
use
Puff.
it.
Okay.
Never
It
heard of
fucking
that.
sucks, apparently.
All right.
I always hate
Call
when
this guy.
I'll order stuff from DoorDash or whatever, and there's specific instructions that say just leave it at the door, and nobody will listen. They'll like knock on the door, and just like
hate that
I don't
shit,
want to
'cause
talk to somebody.
My dog goes crazy if someone rings the doorbell, and I have the constant instruction of like, please do not ring doorbell. It's like half the time.
Yeah,
I'm that scumbag that goes out there and grabs it from him.
I go out there
Yeah.
if I see them. I don't think that's a scumbag move.
I've heard
It's
some
just
gripes
personal.
that they don't want to even fucking see you.
I've
don't
gotten in
make
some funny
contact
pictures
anymore?
where they have to take it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, no thumbs up
you're
and
like
stuff.
in big socks with your
Yeah.
with the toe hanging off or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's like 110
Yeah, I always dress
outside,
up.
dude.
Yeah.
I always walk out there and grab it from him at the car.
Your sweaty
Yeah,
balls
I
just
just run out there and
hanging out.
And also then I can kind of see like, because I've had him sit in the car for a little bit and then bring me
I
my
hate
food.
that,
I'm like,
yeah.
what are you doing in there? Like, are
I
you
think it's
fucking with my
because
food?
I think they're just getting a couple extra minutes of before they take their next order.
I want my
'cause once
shit. I want my shit.
Of
So I
course,
rush
yeah.
out there and
but they're just people, you know.
I wrench their door
Yeah.
open and I take it from them. I say, which one's mine? You go,
Yeah.
Sorting through all
Yeah.
grab all the
Fuck
food
with
out
this
there.
food. What'd you do today?
Yeah.
You're in here for 20 seconds after you pulled it. What the fuck did you do today?
I've seen too many videos of people like, have you seen those delivery people where I've seen a couple of videos where they'll take like Chinese food and they'll open it up and like portion out themselves some and then reseal it so that they have dinner later on. So a video of a guy bringing his own Tupperware as a DoorDash driver, and he picks up from a
Oh my
Chinese place,
God.
and he's like, I'm making myself dinner, and he just like scoops in somebody else's food
To
into
get
a
half a
Tupperware.
Diet Coke.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like watered down. It's like half
Bag
Diet
of
Coke, half
chips has
water.
got a little clip on it. What the hell is this? What the hell did you do to my food? I got hungry, dude. You know how long I was driving?
2 hours
might
and
go into this
34
business,
minutes
dude.
I was driving. I was on the
Yeah.
road. Did a
Yeah.
goddamn road trip to get out of here.
I assumed one of these were for
Yeah.
me. God damn.
Low blood sugar, dude. I had to eat some of that.
Yeah.
No, okay. What did you order exactly?
I ordered a Cliff. Okay, I accidentally ordered 2 Cliff Bars,
Okay.
a Diet
Okay.
Coke,
Uh huh.
12-pack of Corona.
12-pack,
and a bag of cheddar Sun Chips.
All right, and how much was that with delivery and everything? Like, what's a breakdown of price?
Let me see. Damn.
Like, what was the total?
Really,
and then, like, all like the delivery
the Corona's
fees.
the delivery fees are not bad, honestly. Delivery fee, I paid $3 to get it faster. My ass.
Okay.
$1.50 in tax, and then a $6 tip.
Okay.
Can you minimize the tip? Like retroactively.
Well, technically it's $6.43 tip.
Dude,
Let's go ahead and round that down to $6.
Yeah.
This guy's making like no money if that's his
he's
one
making,
order.
He's $6 in 3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's got like 15 orders in the same trip. He's just dropping.
He's probably running DoorDash and shit at the same time, and he's
an
just
Uber
like,
driver,
dude,
a
this
Lyft
GoPro
driver,
motherfucker.
DoorDash, Uber Eats. He's doing the whole thing.
Yeah, he's like, this guy
GoPuff.
ordered chocolate bars and a fucking bag of chips. He's not waiting for
feel
food.
like
He's not starving.
Beer's already
What do you
cold
think?
or hot. I don't even have to bring it to him in time.
Yeah, it's got to be room
I
10.
feel like it's like psychological warfare, and he wants me to cancel this or something. Then he gets my prize, but he's
exactly
just
what it is,
going so much further again the wrong way. And it's like, I really don't want to be up. I don't want to
You
be
should
up.
put nails in your
No,
driveway.
yeah, the dude took your
Yeah,
order and he's
start
just doing
breaking
DoorDash
bottles.
right now.
Yeah.
Dude.
Man.
Put a little
It's a
like
hate
a
crime.
spike strip down across your driveway.
Yeah.
Get him!
Comes in and blows all 4 of his tires.
You got a Mad Max situation going on over here. Me and my roommates, like, wow! This guy just delivered his last 2 Cliff Bars of his life.
It's gonna be all worth it though when you get those
I know.
2 Cliff Bars.
I don't even like Cliff Bars that much. I just panicked. I was just so hungry at the time that I knew I didn't have time to actually go get or make dinner. I could have made dinner easily.
You need to get a wife.
Meg.
I came home and my
And
wife
you
had dinner
five-starred
already
him.
made.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I just kind of sat
That's
there and
so
ate
cool.
it and then walked down here.
Did you have to?
Yeah, why don't you just do that?
GoPuff.
Yeah, why not go? Yeah, everyone's got wives or
Yeah,
fiancés.
You should.
We can
should
get you
into
one.
That. Yeah.
It's called commitment.
You're going to Vegas,
issues.
right?
Look it up. Oh, I could get a shotgun
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah.
You know how to cook?
Yeah.
You know how to make at a Cliff Bar?
They're married at a casino.
We're
hell yeah.
married. Okay. If she can make dinner as good as a Cliff Bar, a dry ass Cliff Bar, then she's in. She's
my
my
wife.
wife for
Yeah.
life.
I went on those
Estimated
Appalachian.
46 minutes. Oh my god, what's wrong with these people? It keeps going up. They're trying to fuck with me. I know they are.
Yeah,
So
he's
I'll
fucking
stay
with
up
you.
all night.
Doesn't
I'll stay.
Its
up.
support is useless.
I'm part
God
of the
bless
GoPuff
it.
fam. You know that? I'm part of the fam. Is how they treat their fam?
Yeah.
God. This is
Oh my.
a new low. You're right, though, Sam. I should get married.
Yeah, I think it's time you need to settle down.
This would be.
You wouldn't
it
have to
would
deal
be
with
the
GoPuff
scenario.
anymore.
I'm 25. I'm ready. I should probably pump out a couple of kids.
Get to be a great grandparent. You're not too old.
It's always been a dream of mine.
To be a
Great
grandparent,
grandpa.
great or great great.
Grandpappy Pooby. Tell me a story. It's gonna be great not having to tell my grandkids stories too. Just put on podcast, click play. Shut
Yeah.
up. Listen to this.
Put Boomerang on for
Yeah,
him. Sit 'em
boomerang
down.
underneath like TikTok format.
Yeah.
They're
Podcast.
fucking Looney Tunes, like ye olden cartoons that my parents watch, is gonna be like baby Looney Tunes. Like the shit that is gonna be like old to them
Yeah.
is gonna be the stuff that we watch as
It's
kids.
gonna be like it's gonna be like fucking SpongeBob and
Yeah.
shit. dude.
Yeah, that's true, but if they look back and see baby
Because
Looney
Baby
Tunes,
Looney Tunes felt old already. That
It-
felt outdated.
Yeah.
I never
That shit
felt.
was fucked.
I don't know who that was made for. What kind of sick
Babies.
fucking freaks like Baby Looney Tunes? What kind of test audience was like, that is better than regular
no.
baby? I don't know. I didn't like it more as a baby. I thought it was weird.
Yeah.
I thought Looney Tunes was too edgy that they had to dumb it down to babies. That's the thing, right?
Babies didn't do
It
shit.
made
They
them
just
so like saccharine. They were just like so docile. They were so happy with each other. I don't know. It was
God, I wanted to see
God.
bloodshed.
yeah, it was such a knee jerk reaction to the violence of the olden ones.
Was there Baby Tom and Jerry?
There was fucking.
Well, I know there was
remakes of all those, dude.
Jerry had a cousin or nephew mouse that was a baby, but I feel
remember
like
that
there
little gray
might have
baby mouse.
actually been a Baby Tom and Jerry show.
Yeah, where they were younger.
Absolutely was.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the little.
You know what the little one's name was?
What?
Well, it's also known as Tuffy, but Nibbles. And that was my first gamer tag because of the mouse from The Simpsons. So I guess it's just a great mouse name, Nibbles.
Yeah,
Nibbles.
If I had to choose a mouse name, I'd probably choose that, or I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool gamer name for some reason. Like, God, Nibbles, that's got a good ring to it.
Sir Nibbles, right?
I was Nibbles 98, and then in junior high, I was like, I'm not a kid anymore. Let's up this. So I became Sir Niblets. Is a kind of like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it was cool for the time.
That upgrade.
You tell the hoes that your Nick gamer tag, they're gonna
Throw a Sir
they're
in
gonna
front
be all
of it.
over you.
Yeah, I'm like an older gentleman. If that's the kind of thing you're into. And then when I started streaming, I'm like, what am I, a kid? I'm gonna go to Poob, my 4th grade Call of Duty clan tag name. So I'm like,
Yeah, that's cool.
really bouncing all around. One day
I
I'll
like
be
that.
Sir Poob. Sir Pooblets.
Yeah, when you become Sir
98.
Poop, that's gonna be
Re-add the numbers on there to
Yeah,
show
98. When I was born, it's just cool.
Yeah.
People know, so they know. And the Sir is just kind of like classy. I hated that I have to be Papa Poob in a lot of stuff, just because Poob's either taken or you can't have a 4-letter on certain stuff. No. Papa. I'm not a
You should have
dad.
brought the Sir back. I really think that
Sir
could be
Poob just does not flow very well at all.
Yeah.
How'd you
I'll be
come
right
up
back.
with your name?
Me?
Huh? Yeah.
It's actually the name of a song. It was my gamer tag also. I had
Nice.
a song from a band that I liked, and I tried to, like, I don't even like that song in particular. It was just I tried every other song that they had, and it was all taken. So I just went with this one.
That's
Not
nice.
some. I gotta pee real bad, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll be.
Fine.
Ow. How'd you guys come up with your gamer tag? I don't give a shit.
Well,
I don't even ask for a don't even think for a second.
Sam, I think you've talked about it like 20 times already.
Well,
too.
because everybody always asks, like, where'd you come up with the name?
Were
As
you
if
in the
it's cool.
military?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Red Dragonius is because you really like dragons, right?
That was stupid ass name that Sam and fucking Steve made up.
Oh.
Yeah, Red Dragon came from being 12.
Yeah.
Wow. Being 12 years old and having an
Just
Xbox
read
gamer
the
tag.
Aragon books. Yeah.
Dragon.
Yeah.
He was really
You
into
ever
that.
thought of throwing a
Yeah.
Sir in front of there?
No.
Sir
no.
Dragon?
Sir Red
I
Dragon.
don't like change. I hate change.
Yeah, we're gonna rebrand Brian the Dragon or something. That could be cool.
No.
Brian the Red Dragon.
I need something that is just Brian. I'd rather just prefer. I wish you could just be called Brian. You know, be called by your first name online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck these usernames.
Cool to be able to
bro.
use your name online.
Fucking bullshit, bro. But it's taken. It's always fucking taken.
Yes.
I had my name on fucking Discord. It's gone now. Because they rebranded or whatever the fuck they did. Why did they do that again? Was there a reason? Why did they get rid of the hashtags?
I don't know.
Fucking awesome. What happened to it?
I was assuming it was something on the back end.
No, there's a bunch of fucking assholes.
Yeah, maybe some
Person-
back end.
But I didn't see a reason to.
Jesus Christ, I had 2 big loogies in a row, so I guess for this
That was almost as bad as Twitter's everything lately going on.
I
I'm
was gonna
so
say Twitter's
fucking-
thing's worse.
I'm so checked
far.
out of Twitter. I don't even give a shit anymore. I don't even like clicking on
Do you
the.
talk about you being shadow banned?
Oh, have I talked about it before? Probably.
Yeah, you talked about
I
it.
don't know. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about it, but in private. I just
No,
didn't
I
know if
think
you
I've
talking
talked
about it
about
like
it.
here.
It's just
Okay.
stupid stuff.
Yeah.
We're talking about Twitter, it's stupid changes,
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
app
X
now with all
X.com.
these fucking racist.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I had the domain x.com, I would be doing everything with that. I would flaunt it as much as I could.
Is it like an actual domain right now that somebody bought?
What?
Yeah,
Wait, is that
it's-
what you're talking about? You're talking about Twitter, right?
Yeah, becoming
Yeah, if you type x.com, it already redirects.
Yeah,
Oh, they
Elon
already
Musk
bought it?
Bro, they stole
Yeah,
it.
I think
Yeah.
I think it was like
I mean, I'd fucking sell it.
he originally wanted PayPal to be x.com, but they were like, no, that doesn't sound
he's
trustworthy.
tried it before.
Yeah.
He's
I think
very
he's had this
adamant.
domain for a while, and he's just
He
wants
likes
to
the
fucking
letter.
use
Oh,
it.
he's just had it in the pocket.
Yeah.
I got to use this domain for something.
It's gonna change the world one day when I finally can
Find the right fit for
It
it.
just looks so fucking. It's just called X. The logo's an X. Everything on the fucking thing is just a little X. It just looks ugly.
Yeah.
At least if the logo were something
Like a
else.
bird.
Yeah.
They're like so much cooler.
Especially since like there was an act of tweeting, and now like what the hell do you?
No, it's you post.
Yeah.
You post
I know,
on
post
it's
on
just
what?
the whole
post on fucking
took away
X.
the like identity that they corporate build up.
It's insane. It's a
And
dictionary
then
word.
To shadow ban me on top of that? Really?
And then shadow ban
Elon?
him for posting a picture of a lady's head getting cut off.
That's not what I post.
What's that
Come
about?
on.
Yeah,
man?
what's the big deal with that?
I was just
You
posting
like that?
shit posts, okay? Just schizo posting, and they search banned me. Really? And there's no Twitter support to contact.
I'm
didn't
sorry
believe
that
you.
happened.
I didn't believe
people.
you, but I
you
can't.
for
I
saying
can't
that.
search you.
Yeah.
I literally
It's
cannot
because
search
I'm
you.
search banned.
That's fucking crazy.
You have
can
to
search you
now
up.
find me by seeing a reply to me, and then you click on that.
Or typing your exact ad. That's the only time it works.
Oh, maybe I've been on search banned.
It just doesn't. No, it just doesn't autofill. Before it used to autofill. No, this is insanity.
It's whatever. I'll fight back. I'll
Make
get
your
mine.
own. Make
Yeah,
your own
my
website.
own Twitter. Yeah,
Go on
Twitter's
Truth
free
Social.
now.
Yeah, Twitter's
Yeah.
gone. Yeah.
Bird.
Wait, you can't
Bird.
search Twitter anymore?
No, they still.
Oh.
It's still both. They still redirect to both, but like even embeds aren't working anymore on Discord. You can't embed Twitter shit anymore.
What?
Slowly being swapped. Yeah, if you try to embed a link from Twitter, it's X, and they don't have it set up for X, so it's just nonsense now.
The fuck?
What?
Before you could see the whole
man,
tweet right in the fucking
I
Discord.
hate
Now you
when that
can't.
doesn't work. When
He's
embeds
got to
don't
be
work.
intentionally ruining shit, right? I feel like there's got to be some.
Other-
Like, how is he making
There-
such weird decisions?
I don't know. People like this. There's like conspiracies about that exact thing, but I feel like he's just that fucking stupid. I don't know. I have no idea.
Specific hyper focus.
Yeah. I wish I could be that fucking stupid. But
Me too.
also
I'm gonna
that
try
rich.
to do drugs enough to make that happen, or find some way,
fuck.
kill some brain cells. I think it'd be so cool to be that stupid.
It would
It'd be
be
blissful.
possible for me.
What's your route?
Cut off some oxygen for a little bit. Probably.
I used to play the pass out game with my friends when I was a kid, and that probably
Oh my
did some
God.
damage.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah,
I probably just start getting really into whippets or something.
that'd at least be fun.
Yeah, I'd get some noise in my head out of it or something, and then I'd probably, I don't know, I'd be one of those guys that tries to shoot himself in the head with a shotgun and he blows off my jaw or something. Then I'd probably be stupid enough.
Jesus Christ.
That's just what dude, you asked.
Yeah.
What? Dude, that's what I do. Now, if I really want to make myself stupid, I'd just go. Click. I'm pretty close. I
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten so stupid since school, dude. I feel like
I know.
I just stopped learning things. I gotta get back up.
It's a
Yeah.
muscle, and I don't use it. I don't remember the last time I worked through
I
a problem.
only know memes now.
So,
Have you guys picked up a
Dude.
pen and tried filling out an entire piece of paper with words?
I think my hand would cramp.
What the fuck? What, like writing?
Just write,
Like
yeah,
that?
just
Why
like
no?
write a
Page
fucking
worth of words?
Yeah, just write
Well,
down
yeah,
that much
Jesus
shit.
Christ, I'm not like I feel stupid. I'm not. I don't feel. I
can
can't
write shit
a
down.
page.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like it's
Like,
been
Are you
so
talking about
long
handwriting,
since
or
I've
you
utilized the
literally
pen.
putting
Like when I went to
information?
go
Journal
write
sometimes.
a
I
lot, hand
journal
cramped
sometimes.
up like 2 sentences.
Oh,
Yeah,
in.
that's what I said. First, my
You
hand
don't
would
have the
hurt.
muscle anymore. You
Yeah,
can't
like
fucking,
my fingers ain't got the muscles
hand
for that
bone.
for pinching a pen, and then
poor
not only that,
Abby.
but like my fucking handwriting is like
Can't
it's like I
finger.
had a stroke or something. It's not even working anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, dude. Sometimes when you would do a whole lecture of just writing notes, dude, you feel the
Oh my
fucking
God, yeah,
burn
absolutely.
on your fingers,
even
man.
right.
It was like it was actually a workout.
Carpal
Is anyone
tunnel.
left-handed? I would always have like
Used to be.
pencil. Used to be left-handed. What, you gave that up?
blue down your
I fixed
hand.
him.
I grew up. I was left-handed, but I was raised by a very extremely Catholic babysitter, so they would slap my hand until I fucking learned how to use my right hand.
Wait,
So
you
now I
can't be
write like
left-handed
shit.
Catholic?
No, it's the devil's. Being left-handed is superstitiously like the devil's fucking hand or something. So
Darn tootin'.
I was forced to use my right hand. And so now I write like shit with both hands. It looks like fucking dog shit.
When I was in elementary
like a
school,
train wreck.
there was a kid that used to grab his pencils like this. He would just whoosh, grab them like that.
Fist
And
them.
There's always that one kid who grabs a pencil like that.
And he could draw Dragon Ball Z characters like you would not believe. And the teacher was like, all right, we're breaking you of this. And she got him one of those little rubber pencil tips so that his fingers would form to it. And she taught him how to write properly. He lost his ability to draw Dragon Ball Z characters.
She ruined him.
And it was like watching a kid just get his soul sucked out of his body. He was gone.
So
it's like in Space Jam when they touched the ball and they lost their basketball power.
He was like turned into a little worker drone.
Now he lives out in the desert with a bunch of other homeless people.
Yeah.
It's so tragic.
Start wearing a little suit to school. Become a little businessman. Don't be a creative anymore, kid.
I used to be able to draw Coke.
Nah, dude, this kid was good at Trunks. He'd always draw Trunks with the sword.
Trunks,
Are you kidding me? Trunks was cool.
Oh, is that a character?
I only know about that character because my friend named his cat that, but I don't.
I thought you were talking about elephant trunks or something. I was like,
no, Trunks from Dragon
my
Ball
friend
Z.
could draw flames when we were in school. It was cool.
Yeah, flames that's a specific. That's hard.
That's also time.
Once you learn that shit, though, you're good. You're golden.
Yeah, you can do it forever.
Yeah.
It's muscle memory.
A lot of
like riding a
collaborative
bike.
work opens up in elementary school once you're the flame kid.
Yeah, because then you can tag other people.
flame
Yeah, like I need flames on this dog. I got you.
Could you have flames and trunks you?
Add some flames on there.
Put some flames on this fucking this drawing of mine, man. It looks sick.
Did any of you guys draw? I drew all the time because I couldn't
used
pay
to,
attention in school.
I used to be I've like every test and every homework and stuff, like on the margins too, just draw little creepy guys and little things. Yeah. I was probably never
Battlefields.
I would used to draw little stick people
Gilberts.
like battlefields, like all fighting each other and stuff.
I still have a couple notebooks of just like little like bloody explosions of people and like monsters eating them and stuff. Just fun stuff.
That's
Little
so
battlefields. I had a weird era where I really liked drawing underground like little cities.
Cool. Yeah,
I do little like hamster people and stuff. It's cool.
yeah. I used to draw nonstop. I had there was like I was just drawing on my page or whatever. There was some like army recruiter at our like school,
You like war, huh, kid?
and dude, he like fucking he pulled up my paper and he's like, "Oh, what you drawing here?" And was like showing everybody, and I was like, "What the
that's
fuck
a
are you
nightmare.
doing, man?" It was weird.
I hated people seeing what I was drawing a lot of times.
Yeah, me too.
Like, very secretive.
It's not finished.
Yeah, it's not ready yet.
When I was a kid, I had the Green Day album Dookie, and on the cover of it, there's a plane being flown by a dog, and I figured out how to draw that plane with the dog in the cockpit, and I drew that on everything. I just like
That's the one thing you could do.
I was like, dude, I know how to get that
in the
plane
cockpit.
at that specific angle with that stupid dog in it, and I was like, this is going in every piece of artwork that I do from here on out. There's always going to be a little dog.
People were like, try something else, Sam. Draw something else.
No, he was always a little side character in whatever I was drawing. He wasn't the focal piece, but
I had that in college. I really got down Danny DeVito face with the glasses, and then I just draw that a lot and things and
Shitload of Danny
little
DeVito.
Danny DeVito faces everywhere. I wish I kept up with drawing. Really, it's something that I just fell off with, and then
Yeah, me too.
go through
I just gave
stages
it
where
up.
I'm like,
Do you like regress? Do you forget?
yeah, I mean, you lose. I was never like traditionally a great artist. I was just having a lot more fun with it, and I was just doing it a lot. And now I still do like my freaks every once in a while and stuff, but it's not the same.
I feel like for me, it was getting out of school. It was like the only reason I drew was because I was in school and I always had paper in front of me.
Yeah.
And then when I get out of there,
Paper
I'm
and
just like,
pencil. Yeah, my muse.
There's no point.
I
now.
can't
so
find
what am I
paper
gonna
in
do?
this fucking house anywhere.
yeah, it's a lost art.
Yeah,
Drawing on actual paper, writing things down.
yeah.
Who does
We used
that?
to be so wasteful back in the day, but
now
drawing
I
is one
can't
of the
even
things
find
you
any paper.
sacrifice to be a greener man.
I hate
Yeah.
you. My little
It's more
sister
responsible.
is an incredible
draw
artist,
paint, so.
and she's sticking with it. And I'm like, you should stop. You should stop while you're
Yeah.
a head kid, okay? And now, like, all my siblings are just so much more artistic than me. It's whatever.
You got to bring them down to your level.
I know. Yeah, that way we're
Give them
even.
to stop.
You should heavily
even.
critique their work and make them feel like shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, derivative.
Yeah, no, I think they would just eat me up if
Not
I
working.
even tried to criticize them. They'd show me your stuff. No,
Yeah.
Nope. I simply
You're not ready
critique.
for it.
I don't actually do.
Yeah,
right?
I'm a
I'm like the
critic.
bad guy from Ratatouille.
Yeah, I'm a food critic type, but for
Yeah.
art. Okay, I don't know their shit.
I have the taste.
God.
Oh, man.
Dude, you know, I was
suck.
holding out for your fucking GoPuff. I don't think it's coming. I think we should end this.
It's not.
I just
this is insane now.
messaged them because now they're even further away, and I was like, "What the hell?" And they said, "Sorry, they've been doing orders out, and they only have 4 more stops ahead of you." I'm like, "How is this possible?"
What?
if
More
I-"
stops?
They said, "How can it take that long when I paid for priority?" And they just go, "Sorry about this. We're so sorry. Do you want us to cancel it?" Yes. Okay, sorry. We will give you a $5 credit. 5?
You don't even get the full order
Yeah,
back.
It's a
Your
full
goddamn-
order and a $5 credit, but it says it takes up to 48 hours for me to receive that refund. I might need that $12 in the next
what if you want to?
day.
What the hell?
What if I
dude?
want more Cliff Bars?
You gotta buy more Cliff Bars.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's
That's-
late. I don't get no goddamn conclusion to this. You don't get your
And now
beer.
I'm worried this
That's
guy's
the
going to
conclusion. He
show up
canceled,
later and
he
be like,
tapped
"What
out."
the hell? Why'd you cancel that order?" And I'm gonna have
Because
to
you
grab
took
my,
fucking 2 hours and 55 minutes, dude. That's
grab my
why.
little bolo.
He
There's
doesn't care.
no
He gets
way
the
he
money
can come
anyways.
up to your door with any sort of aggressive attitude unless he's
He
a
took,
psycho.
like, 3
If
hours.
he's even mad about it. then
Only a
it's like-
psycho would start driving that far north and that far east with
Yeah.
my that Cliff Bar could get cold.
Oh, so you're in the
Okay.
Southwest?
Yeah.
No,
My beer's getting warm. My Clip Bar's getting cold.
you can drive north and east from any point. I could be in the northeast. I could
No,
be
you're in the
southeast.
Southwest, dude. If you, the audience, if you go Southwest, you're gonna find poop. Just start heading in that
Yeah,
direction.
yeah. Go out late at night to the southwest part of Indianapolis and
No,
try to
no,
find
just
me.
grab a compass wherever you are in your house
Oh,
and
yeah.
start heading southwest in the direction.
Even more
Like that homeless
southwest.
guy with his horse. Just go walking out into the horizon. You'll find him out there somewhere.
I'll trade you information for horse food. Yeah. Sorry, guys, that like half of this is just me trying to get food and never getting it. That's really fun.
Yep.
And it's
You gotta
just,
put. Wait, are you you're like canceling it? Is that what you
yeah,
said?
they've canceled.
Yeah, he's
it.
letting them win. He's letting
They're
them win.
canceled. I'm letting them win because when this is over, I want to go to bed. I don't want to goddamn wait for another 40
Yeah.
minutes by the door. And then what?
true.
Drink a beer right before bedtime?
A hot one,
A
one
hot
that's
beer,
been in this
piping hot
guy's
beer.
car.
They could
Yeah,
have
fuck-
bacteria.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Could have easily have bacteria.
full of yeast and shit.
you've had enough bacteria.
And then I'd
You
want a
can't-
cigarette, and I'd probably order some cigarettes and have to wait another goddamn 3 hours. So
Your life is tough.
It's not
dude.
worth it.
Good
my
call.
life is one of the worst. Probably harder than that drivers for sure.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that you don't get your food, but
I might go
I mean,
upstairs and reheat some leftovers. Abby made some orange chicken with edamame and fried rice.
you know what?
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got a. There's a 24-hour gas station right down the road. I'm probably gonna go get some Cliff Bars and
That's
chips.
my dream.
Yeah, some
I just
chips
want to be
right
in a
here.
walkable city so I can just go, you know what? I'll just go walk somewhere.
Yeah, like, oh, dude.
In
Yeah.
San
just wanna-
Diego,
I
there was
just
that
wanna
like
do-
liquor
24-hour
store,
place.
convenience store, literally
In the
across
bodega.
the street.
It's so good.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. Like Chicago,
go
New
get
York,
chips
just
and
anywhere I
everything.
can just be like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some food. But here, no food. Everything closes. I have to get Cliff Bars.
And that's the worst.
Cold pipe.
Well, you don't even get the Cliff Bars.
Yeah,
You
I don't.
sometimes get the Cliff
I get
Bars.
the,
Yeah.
the idea, the promise of a Cliff Bar in my belly. I didn't climb anything today though, so that would have been ill gained. Cliff Bar, whatever. Should we do a proper outro? Give us an outro, Charborg.
Yeah, play us out.
Everyone, God, well, thank you so damn much for watching the podcast, episode 158.
Oh, you
Fucking
remembered.
Thank
Yep.
you so goddamn much for that, guys.
It's finally some professional.
Yeah. Bless
Yeah,
up.
that was